Tobin and Leroy Spring Break Edition back at it again.
What are you doing?
Attempting to get connected on the Twitch at the moment. Not gonna lie to you. We do already have a record. I'm not gonna lie to you. JFig contacted me and said, hey, I'm gonna be a little bit late, but this is gonna be a day where I give her an excuse. I'm not gonna lie. This will be the only day that I give her an excuse, because when I tell you, for some reason on this Thursday, during my spring break, which has been a great day in regards to traffic, probably the worst day we've had in quite some time. Not only is there the normal Golden Glades issues you have to deal with, an accident on Golden Glades? How are you even moving that fast to get into an accident?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's bad, but we will be joining on the live video stream shortly. We're going to get things up and running to all our Twitch and YouTubers who want to watch us on Miami 560 WQAM. In the meantime, Leroy.
Oh, I saw it. I watched it. I watched it. It got a little shaky.
It got shakier than it should have been.
But in fairness to what the Heat do, they gutted it out, because they went a stretch, and I was getting ready to get annoyed. 3 minutes at the 6-minute mark without scoring a basket.
Yeah. Not.
But neither did the other team. Neither did the Cavs.
Exactly.
So they got the win.
Yeah.
Very talented team.
Indeed. And there were
guys out. They had a lot of injuries too.
Exactly. Facing the same amount of injuries we were for the most part.
Right. But Marcos.
Yeah.
If I tell you what happened to me yesterday, people are going to think, oh, here he goes again.
Okay.
And I wondered this. So I called my spirit to ask her
if you were
in line, and she said I would cut somebody.
Okay. All right. So I'm interested. I need to know now.
Everybody knows wifey and my daughter for her Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Going to Paris.
Paris.
Yeah. She said she wasn't there. I talked to her this morning. She said she wasn't there 10 minutes, and she had the life scared out of her because there's no traffic lights, and they just merge. People jump in front of you. It is chaos in the taxi.
This is like double Dutch?
Yeah. All over.
It's Frogger.
Jesus.
Yes. So that's beside the point. So I get the limo for them to pick them up. I want them to go in style.
Oh, that's nice, man. Big Willie style. Look at Leroy.
I want my baby to enjoy her Sweet 16. Right?
Yeah, as you should.
I want her, right. So a couple of weeks ago, I called, I get the thing. Guy's supposed to come at 4:45.
Yep.
Right? It's 5:00. So I call, because them international flights out of Miami at 5:00 in traffic, right? You got to get there early.
Yep.
I say, hey man, the driver's not here. He goes, give me your order number. What? I'm like, I'm already thinking, what's up?
Yeah.
So I give him the order number. He goes, well, that's the return. I only have you here for Miami to Davie.
Okay.
So then I look and I'm like, oh, okay, it's just one number off. I got the receipt and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
So you had both order numbers.
Yeah.
You just gave him okay.
So I gave him the order.
Yeah.
He goes, well, he's probably just running a little late. I said, you don't think I deserve a phone call, dude?
Okay.
Right? So he says, let me get a hold of the driver. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little worried that you start collecting orders and receipts, because you basically trying to find, some excuse and put it on me. Right? Then let me call driver. He's 10 minutes away.
Okay.
I
so
said,
now we're talking about 5:10, 5:15.
Right. So I'm like, okay. He goes, you want to cancel it and just order an Uber?
What?
So now I'm pissed. I said, no, that's why I pay for your service. He goes, you ain't my family. I don't know you. You don't talk to me like that. So I said, excuse me, sir.
What the hell is going on?
Hold on. I said, excuse me. I said in a calm voice. I said, my wife is flying to Paris. She need to be there really early. I planned this well in advance. At what point should I be mad at a service that's I already paid for? You tell me.
Okay, valid question.
Well, why don't you just order an Uber? I said, because I paid for you to come pick them up.
What kind of janky little service is this?
Right. So we go back and forth. So guess what he does?
What?
I'm going to just cancel all your services. And he hung up.
What the hell are we even talking about, sir?
So now.
What is the name of this business?
So wait. South Florida limo.
South Florida. Remember this. Remember this
review.
You stink.
So here's what the deal is.
That's literally the worst.
Now it's 5:15.
Yeah.
The dude is at my house washing my truck that I just got back. So
nothing related to the limo guy. Just a random person, right?
Right. Well, no, the guy that comes in the neighborhood, you know.
Okay.
So he's washing my truck.
This is they're not associated with
my truck is not available.
Okay.
Unless I stop him and take my truck.
Mm-hmm.
So we all jam all their luggage into my wife's little car. And I have to drive them to the airport at 5:00 on the Palmetto.
No, that's rough. I get it. That's rough.
And so I'm thinking, like, what kind of business thinks they have the right to be mad at me for being upset that the guy didn't show up on time for an international flight? So I'm telling you right now, and I don't normally call people out. I've had problems with service, and I say, you know what? I ain't gonna call them out because things happen. And when you have situations, things happen to everybody. I just think that when you're in a position, you should kind of understand that and understand how people could be pissed off about it and be a little more understanding. But this guy at South Florida limo, right? And so now I don't know what to do.
Oh, there's only one thing you can do, Leroy. Streets need a body. Streets need a body, dude. Yelp them.
But I Yelp.
You got to Yelp them.
Yeah.
That is the Achilles heel of businesses.
Yeah, when they get bad reviews.
Oh, bad reviews.
Because all it takes is one.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And you a star, a star, Leroy. So the fact that a former athlete,
so I'm a
radio host,
but I can't believe the guy attacked me and told me, I have no right. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I say I can't call Tobin.
And you can't put hands on him.
Oh, this is crazy.
Right? And so I say, you know what? I'm gonna call my spirit.
Yep.
So I called JFig. Hello, Jennifer. What are you doing? Washing my car. Right? I'm like washing my cousin's car or something. So I tell her the story. She say, oh, hell no. She's like, she's madder than me. I'm like, so dude, so I'm driving. We get there. We leave at 5:15. We get there at like 6:40. Right? So it took an hour, 25 minutes to get to Miami Airport.
Sounds about right. Yeah. 5 o'clock.
And they got there, they got there, and I had to so I hung around to make sure they got through all, the checkpoint. Because once your luggage get in, they pretty much gonna make sure you get on the plane.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm gonna drive around. Just let me know when your luggage get checked in, and then I know you good. So they did that. So then I was looking, when you go somewhere and you got to just drop off and come right back, you're looking at the traffic on the other side.
Oh, yeah. As you're going over there, you're looking
right.
Right.
So I'm looking at the traffic on the Palmetto.
All that time. Look, Leroy, I take that same exact route to the Improv often. So I see it building up. I know about it. You're coming back at that time. You're dealing with what you dealt with to get to the airport.
Right. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to take a road that has moving traffic.
Yeah.
So this is how I got home. I took the 112 to 95.
Oof.
I got an express lane on 95, took it all the way to the turnpike, at the Golden Glades, took the turnpike to the extension, took the extension back over to 75, and then took 75 home. And the only thing that I didn't know how far it was, but I was constantly moving. And I was happy. But I'm like, do you not dude, what is wrong with folks?
I'm not gonna lie, Leroy, as I was telling you that the only solution to your problem was to go on Yelp and leave them a bad review, which I was already gonna start one and continue on this trend, because I feel like you'd get discouraged by going to Yelp, creating an account, doing a review, so on and so forth, which you really need to do. This is your side job that you really need to do, begin reviewing businesses. But that's beyond the point. I go to this place, and if it is South Florida Limos, as you're saying that it is, out of the 49 reviews that this company has received on Yelp, it currently, out of 5 stars, is 1.7 stars.
Damn. But wait, can I just say this?
What kind of research did you do before you?
None. I used them before when we went to Vegas.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
Oh, and it worked out fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look, they have one review from 2023 September, 5 stars. The review right before that, 1 star. So I guess their only consistency is they're pretty inconsistent, and we need to do a little bit more research before
I guess, because I tell you what, that 1.7 gonna drop because I'm gonna give them 0 stars.
Leroy, I need you to begin doing this. All these experiences that you have, we can. There's some bits.
So you think so? Is Yelp? Can I say this, because I know me?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not the only one like me.
Nope.
And sometimes, and this is why I tell my stories on the air, because sometimes your problems are a you problem. And so I try to, because even when I say the things I say about Publix and going to Publix, the one thing that I will admit, I love me some Publix, right?
Yeah.
And I ain't never stopped going to Publix. So,
no, Publix
and I say that with the issues that I may have there periodically, right?
Yeah.
So that might be more of a me problem.
Okay. But Publix is amazing, though. I can't blame you for going
But
back.
when I go to a restaurant, that is
has
a service industry and relies on tips, the thing that drives me crazy is if you don't leave a tip because you got bad service, they'll put you on blast and put your stuff all over, social media or whatever.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So I found a creative way of doing that when I left the note on the receipt.
Okay. Yes.
I did.
You did find
I left a tip.
That was a personal review right there.
And you're supposed to get no tip, but I left a good tip so I could put that note on there.
That's fair. I mean, look,
but this guy,
you do tip very well.
This guy going after me because I was mad that the limo service was not there.
Yeah.
It's too much, right?
No, that's actually the most legitimate case you've ever had, Leroy. And honestly, the way that you handled it by not strangling the gentleman through the telephone is actually commendable, to say the least.
I didn't, because here's the deal. Me sitting there going back and forth or calling him back and giving him the business ain't gonna get my wife to the airport. So I had to get her to the airport.
Exactly. You had a different mission, and I mean, you got it done. At the end of the day, you got it done. Correct? They made it to
they're in Paris. I got the call this morning at like 6:30. It was 11:30 there though. They don't change time. So when we're in daylight saving time, we're 6 hours behind them. And then when we spring forward, we're 5 hours.
I was trying to expose her, Leroy. Quietly trying to use this camera to expose her. JFig has arrived in the building.
Hey, ask JFig how long she talked me off the cliff.
What is in the way of this? Yeah, he was just explaining his story and how he received the worst possible customer service and how you talked him off the cliff by giving him an excuse to feel the way that he did.
No, she also said, "Oh hell no!" She was like, no."
Anytime you want some kind of chaos, call me.
Wow.
So I'm like,
the people deserved it.
They did. Fair.
So
after hearing the story, they did.
And so now that I see they got 1.7 on Yelp, it's my fault.
It is indeed. Yeah, we probably should have did a little bit more homework.
So now I realize that now I got to start Yelping fools.
You got to start Yelping people, and you got to start looking them up on Yelp prior to trusting their services.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it is the worst.
I think you have to rely on messages of other people.
And then you know what's even crazier? Limo services now charge your ass for gas, and you got to pay the tip up front.
What is it, Spirit?
Everything's a la carte. You got to pay for the seatbelt as well.
Listen, I don't wish ill will on nobody, but that dude does not deserve to be in business in South Florida. He doesn't. When your one job is to pick somebody up on time, and when somebody has a problem with you being late and not even giving a call to say you're running late, to hang up on me.
Yep.
He hung up on me like I was the problem.
And you already paid.
Right. And that's what I said. I'm like, no, I expect the service. I expect my wife to get delivered on time because you made me pay beforehand.
Yeah. Well, look, this customer service experience.
I was pissed off because I wanted them to ride out in style. You know what I'm saying? Had limo. My daughter never been in a limo, So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat Teaspoon nice. You know what I'm saying? Spend a couple of extra bucks, get her to, ride in style. Then when they get picked up, the little name tag. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they messed. Right. So South Florida limo messed up your messed up your plans, man.
They messed up
bums.
And think about this. When I complain about stuff, I understand that sometimes you have issues. Like even the person at the restaurant, I understood she was by herself, right? It still didn't mean I didn't get bad service, but I understood that, so I didn't put him on blast, right? But what this guy did, to me, I was like, oh my goodness, I went and got a lotto ticket because something got to change. Something got to change. I'm sitting in this little bitty.
What's the address, Leroy? Me and my friends could go over out there.
Wow. Allegedly.
Nah, don't worry about it. Yelp got him. I'm gonna go get him on Yelp.
Yeah, give me the Yelp address.
I'm gonna give him
Yelp me the address.
This horrible experience that Leroy went through has been brought to you by Palmetto Ford.
This was me driving. I was driving on the Palmetto, dropping my wife off, wondering if we was gonna get there in time.
When we come back, he has a truck in the hand. So Palmetto Ford. I'm sorry.
We know trucks.
JFig's back. Everyone who's been listening to our chaotic first 24 minutes, I appreciate you. We're gonna get into some Miami Heat when we come back. An amazing win last night, and a couple more on the horizon for your Heat. More on the Tobin and Leroy show on 560 WQAM.
up top. He clearing out room for him to work. Sidestep for three. Money. Timeout Cleveland. And the Heat looking to win a 20-point Rose game because that man has 22.
What an amazing night it was yesterday. What an amazing fourth quarter it was after dropping the lead, being in the lead for most of the game, and then, almost collapsing. It did look sketchy. It did indeed. If it wasn't honestly for a miraculous 4-point play from Terry Rozier, followed by another clutch three and, an awesome Jimmy Butler performance, of course, the Miami Heat would have walked away with a loss yesterday. But ifs and maybes, not what happened yesterday. Leroy, did you have a chance to watch the game?
I did. I was, I would say, impressed with the first two quarters, but I will say this. Every time they got a lead, they went into, I don't know what happened. Boom, 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 2 points. Get an 11-point lead, boom, 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 3-point game.
Yeah.
Now, that's the ebbs and flows of the game. I get that. But it almost seems like there's points during the game, they kind of forget what got them there, right? And what I appreciated at the end of the game was the defense picked up a notch, right? And they almost the defense kept them in the game until they can make some plays offensively. And Terry Rozier scored 7 points and quicker than you could snap your finger.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had even more injuries yesterday, although we had Jimmy Butler come back and, Cleveland was suffering from injury too. We had even more as Duncan Robinson is out, seeing a specialist at the moment, a back contusion for Bam, which when the hell did that even happen?
Right.
It's more of these surprise injuries that continue to haunt us. So this really required an all-around performance. I saw some good minutes yesterday from Orlando Robinson, who it's every time you see him, it seems like he gives you good minutes. Had about 8 points in about 13 minutes, so that was good. Thomas Bryant doing a great job ever since All-Star break. Thomas Bryant, it's nothing that's going to blow your mind, but he's been putting up some decent minutes, honestly.
Right.
And that's in the absence of Kevin Love as well, who also is someone who had valuable minutes. So when you have an opportunity to get that from your entire team, another appearance from DeLon Wright, not as good as that opening game that he had with us, but it's just good to see him back in action. And other than that, man, Tobin would be happy to see our boy Nico got some run yesterday, 14 points. Although I did see towards the end of the game, I'm almost positive Erik Spoelstra was going to kill Nico towards the end of the game. He did something defensively in which Spo had
Oh my God.
He was holding him by the hips, attempting to explain where he is supposed to be positioning wise. And I can just imagine it's one of those when your parents don't want to beat you in public. So they're kind of pinching certain parts that aren't visible.
Right.
And I don't know. I was happy to see Nico on there, but Erik Spoelstra wanted to kill him at a certain point. It was very scary.
Well, he wanted to, but he didn't have nobody else he could put in.
No, literally nobody else, man.
Right.
Literally nobody else. And offensively, it was a rough one. We've talked about it. The Heat have done a good job all year of holding teams to below what they normally score. This Cleveland Cavalier team, although suffering a lot of injuries, puts up some numbers yesterday. So to have an ending of 104, 107, I'm positive that hit the under yesterday.
You just needed a win. I don't know about all of this positive and all of that because both teams were not at full strength, so we can't see that.
We're going to be seeing them again soon too,
but they might still not be at full strength. Both teams still might not be at full strength, but you just needed that victory because one, you just got to get that stench of that loss.
Yeah, absolutely, and it helped you in the standings as well.
And you needed to move up because, like I said, 2-game losing streak, you can go from 5 to 8 in a 2-game winning streak, you can go from 8 to 5. So
the Heat now stand at the 7th spot, just above Philly one more time, who lost, and the Pacers won. I think even half a game above us.
Pacers won yesterday.
They're 39-31. We're 38-31. So pretty close right there. That race for 6 seems to be where the Heat are going to be at for the rest of the season. The Magic and the Knicks look like.
Thank you guys. Thank you. No, we needed that. We needed you to beat Cleveland.
Yeah, we'll probably do it again in a couple days too.
If you can do it in again, because we're only a game and a half out. So
if we're the 6th seed, do we go against y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. You want that?
We got to face you sooner or later.
Okay. I feel that. See, that's respectable. It's like, well, we might as well get it out of the way. But it's not like we want the Heat, right? No one's saying that. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
No.
I didn't think so.
Not at full strength.
No one does. No one. But I don't know if we've been at full strength all season.
Exactly.
All season, I've been like, yo, as soon as we get healthy.
See, here's the problem, right? With this team, right? And Leroy, you've been saying it. And I know a lot of people get on you. But say all right, yeah, it's playoff start. Yeah, we're going to get our act together. And then they get knocked out in the first round. You're going to be like, well, you see, you started too late. Like, you played with your food. You can't play with your blessings. So, therefore, you should have been more consistent and got your act together. But then there's injuries and everything like that. It comes into play.
Yeah.
But you were right, though. You were right that you just can't say playoff. Oh, it's playoff time. All right, we're going to switch the light up.
Look, first of all, look, nothing against the Heat. They ain't got it like that.
Wow.
Right?
Leroy.
They are a team that has to work hard, has to kind of get on a run to where they're playing consistently, and then kind of go at it for a month at that, pace. They can't just, okay, this is it. They're not that team, and that's okay. Like that's okay. When you're talking about teams that used to do it that way, it's teams with Shaq, right? Teams, like the big three, right? Like where, if they got into a rut, well, okay, it's playoffs, they hitting the lull, right? That like, and it's not a knock on the Heat. That's just who they are. You can't be playing inconsistent basketball and just expect all of a sudden you're going to get consistent, either with the players playing, the style of play, with how you're playing, with how you're defending, or whatever. You're going to be that team that has to get on this like hot run to go deep into the playoffs. That's just who they are. And for everybody to just think, oh, because I've seen it before. Listen, yesterday's price ain't today's price. Yesterday's team ain't today's team. Everybody just keep thinking, oh, they did it 2 years ago. They did it last year. They've been to 3 out of 4 finals. And, no. It don't work like that.
Works for me because I got guts. Let's go. Just don't tell Tommy Talk, please. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, he couldn't have shot you down. That might have been the greatest.
Man.
I mean, oh, my goodness. But so I get why everybody would think that I'm a hater or I'm not a Heat fan or whatever. I get that. But you also have to acknowledge that I have said nothing wrong. I have said nothing that is not true. I have said nothing that's not reality.
Truth.
You know why people don't like the truth, Leroy? Because sometimes the truth hurts.
It does.
But it is what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you like this. Even with a team I'm a fan of, even when Michigan was playing for the national championship, I wasn't 100% certain. I wasn't like, oh, they're going to do it because that's my team. No. I had questions, right? They answered them. I had the same feelings that, other teams who didn't like Michigan had, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people think that if you look at a situation and call it like you see it, if it don't fit what a fan believes, that you a hater. Okay, if I'm a hater, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where anything I said is because I dislike the Heat. There's nothing. So
Leroy is out tomorrow. So in order to make sure that we fulfill our duties as a show, we're going to tickle Leroy's fancy next.
Ooh, all right.
This hour of
fancy, huh? You fancy, huh? Are you fancy, huh?
So fancy. You already know in the best lane. From LA to Tokyo. I'm so fancy.
Time now for Tickle My Fancy.
Well, it would be tickle my fancy, but that's okay.
I apologize.
I need my fancy tickle.
Yeah, I got some good ones for you. Dude.
Because the last 24 hours, it has been poked and prodded.
Wow. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to not only weigh in on some sports stuff, but we got some pop culture as well.
Okay. Hey, who you being nice to?
Me?
JFig.
No, JFig is actually attempting to get her microphone on the actual board.
Oh.
Yeah. She's being silenced right now by the people based off of her.
I'm being muzzled.
There you go. She's no longer.
Oh wait. So you know what's funny?
I'm gonna make her late.
I'm so used to looking at Marcos for this.
Yeah.
And then I realized that Vlad, you the one.
Yeah, Vlad.
Fix it. Actually, this whole setup today is just not working. It's very weird. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm late with the mic.
No, not you
No,
only. That sound isn't working either.
There's a bunch of stuff going on in
It
here.
sounds like someone's drilling underneath the microphone area, and it's like, how long has this construction been going on? It's very strange.
I
But enough.
even hear from this specific setup.
Yeah, that jack there is not working. But now, Leroy, let us tickle your fancy.
Let's go.
I'm going to go ahead and focus on things on the weekend because usually we focus on things on the weekend.
Yep.
So I won't ask you about things that are happening tonight. We'll focus on Friday through Sunday, starting with the Miami Heat and an opportunity to have a rematch at a 6 p.m. time slot. Sunday, March 24th. Cavs, Heat at the Kaseya Center. Leroy, does that tickle your fancy?
It does because I'm
fancy is tickled.
A lot more guys will be healthier on both teams. And so we'll see how this plays out. I do like, man, I tell you what, the defense for the Heat has gotten a lot more athletic with Caleb and Scary Terry. And who else? Was Thomas Bryant, was he there?
Yeah, Thomas Bryant was doing well. Orlando Robinson yesterday
right.
had
Orlando Robinson, right.
Haywood Highsmith.
Right.
Yeah, that's a scary defensive lineup right there.
Right. So I'm liking that. So I want to see if they can build on something. Right? You beat Detroit. Now let's get some wins against other playoff teams.
No, that's fair. That's fair. All right, moving on. The Florida Panthers have a matchup this Saturday against the Rangers. Heard of them, Vlad? Ever heard of that team?
Love them.
8 p.m. Saturday, March 23rd. Does that tickle your fancy, Leroy?
It does. It does because they're also hit a little bit of a rut.
Yes.
Right. So I would like to see them turn that around because that's basically what the playoffs are going to be. You're going to be playing against these really difficult defensive teams, and you're going to have to learn the ebbs and flows of the playoffs, and you might have to win a couple of ugly games. So
it's not going to be an ugly game, Leroy. They both going to score. Rangers, we score.
Rangers can't score, right?
No, Rangers can score. That's it. We're going to score. This is going to be a score. This is going to be an up and down game.
Really?
They're going to go up and down.
All right.
They're going to go up and down. It's going to be some good, exciting hockey you're watching Saturday night.
Can't wait to see the chat.
Should be interesting. Now, Leroy, a couple more before we get out of here. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters is the correct answer.
You know, I always go to Marooney. I don't know why.
Yeah, Marooney is definitely on my top list as far as who I have to call. But other than them, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire comes out Friday, March 22nd.
The only thing I noticed about that is all of the people that was in Ghostbusters are in this one.
The original.
Yeah. Well, no, isn't one of them's no longer with us.
Ernie Hudson looked old.
Right.
Oh.
Bill Murray looked
old.
cryptic.
He is.
Yikes. The Spangler
So-
family returns to the iconic New York City firehouse where the original Ghostbusters have taken ghostbusting to the next level with the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashing an evil force. Ghostbusters new and old unite.
No, it's one of those things that 1 and 2 was good back in the day, but even CGI can't save it.
Rough.
The women version was
Didn't like it?
No, couldn't save it.
Yikes. Hopefully they're all in this movie. That'd
Well,
be cool.
because you know what? Scary movies and movies with ghosts
That's a scary movie.
have.
Is
Well,
Ghostbusters
I'm just saying,
that compared to scary movie? Is that
Mm.
like
a comedy, like
classified?
when it came out back in the 1900s, yeah, they were definitely scared. They're like, oh, this CGI.
But I'm just saying,
Whoa.
the way these movies are
Whoa.
made now are so much different
Yeah.
that it's kind of hard for them to relive that. So I'm out. Not tickled, not one bit.
Fancy not tickled, unfortunately. But this last one, Leroy, I know you're gonna love it. I know you're gonna be front and center. If you're not at the Kaseya Center this Sunday, you can be right up the street. JFig calls it devil music, but we don't listen to her. David Guetta, Calvin Harris, Tiesto, Steve Aoki,
Wait, is Ultra this week?
friend of the
It's
show,
this week. That's why there's
Miami Ultra.
Oh, I didn't even know. Wait, Ultra is this weekend?
Ultra Music Festival live,
And it's
from
gonna
Lincoln
rain.
Park
During spring break.
during spring break.
Adios,
crazy.
Dios.
It's the craziest couple weeks here. It's
Adios,
not
Dios.
even-
So I would say this. The thing that does amuse me, right?
Yeah.
Is
A lot of
somebody
water
gonna
will
be hugging a tree.
Yeah, they will.
Somebody
Yes.
gonna be hugging a tree.
Do you
Supposed to
think
hug
they'll
your
bring that
trees.
back?
Hugging the
hold it.
tree. Somebody's gonna be doing things to the ground.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Scrubbing
Oh,
the
yeah.
ground.
They think they'll be scrubbing the ground.
I think
They
those
may
I
literally
think
be
those
scrubbing.
days are hey, those
What?
days are past me, so I have no interest.
No, Leroy, you're not gonna be an ultra. You're look. I thought this is
What
why
do
you
mean it's
said
gonna be
Oh,
on
you
May
think
Day?
Leroy's gonna be on E at
I-
Ultra
I think this is why
or MDMA?
whatever you want
Hey,
to do is up to
hey,
him,
check
but
this out.
This is
Leroy
why
get
I'm
fired
free.
here, guys.
That's
I'm
what
free.
saying.
Could you
I thought
imagine?
that's why.
Could you
You
imagine
are
my wife?
free. You
my
are
wife- wait.
free this weekend.
Could you imagine my wife on Facebook in Paris and just see me just in a thong? Ah!
Yeah.
She'll send me a message.
Hey, yo.
We gonna talk when we get
We
home.
gonna talk when I
When
get
we
back.
gonna talk when I get back.
Marshmallow.
Is Marshmallow going to be there?
I don't know. I just assume he's everywhere. Everyone else is.
Those
Oh, but I
things-
did. Wait, by the way, I did confirm the concert at Live is Akon.
Yes, yes, it is.
I
100%.
told you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to say pause. I had to say vision like I can see Leroy with glow sticks right now at Ultra.
Yes.
He's like kind of
Like Leroy, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that whistle from?
They look like
You have
sweating,
the neon
sweating.
clothes.
Look, sweating.
Yes.
You have a
sweating, look, my
towel
head just
around
shining.
your neck.
They're like, hey,
Yeah.
y'all be like, hey, is what?
I would pay to watch.
Just,
Hey man, they're embarrassed, dude.
just sweating and dehydrating.
Yeah.
You can't. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: you can't be old and dehydrate. Your ass will cramp the bleep up.
Mhm.
Shrivel.
Nah,
You
it's
Shrivel.
can't
Just-
be young and
Look,
dehydrated.
Look, I be dancing.
I had
Look,
to get a lot of people.
hey, get water. Somebody get some water. Ah, that's
Dude,
all
you know how much- you know how much you could sell water for this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh
That is
yeah.
an actual crime. Do
Yeah.
not do that. That is awful.
What do you mean that's not a crime?
$5
That's
a
a
bottle.
hustle.
$5 a bottle.
That is
five.
a crime.
But I got the cheapest.
People-
Water costs $5 in the club. How is that not a
What?
crime?
That it costs $5 in the club. You need it with
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
things you're putting on you.
It's not
Yes,
right.
yeah, man.
Oh,
Nah,
wait.
And
Hey,
12
wait a minute.
12 a bottle.
wow.
Wait a minute.
Who has the extra $2 they're
hey.
carrying around?
You
I
you
would
know
drink water from
you
the
know
fridge.
somebody gonna be wheeling a cooler and
Yeah.
walking the streets of Miami selling water.
$7, $8. No, that's the same. It's either 5 or 10.
That's a crime.
$5.
15.
Hey, you know when it's real hot, they sell it on the corner.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna be well. You
Good
know. You
stuff.
know what? No, with the weather being a little cooler and
Oh, it's gonna
rain.
be rain.
It's
Yeah.
been 2 days of that. Let's hope it continues.
All right, when we come back in hour 2, we got some insights on one of the departures from the Miami Dolphins and how he ended up choosing his new location. More information, as well as a potential target Pro Bowl wide receiver on the way to Miami. Found out more next hour 2. Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tunga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Go to hell. Tonga Valoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys. Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of Two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy. He always says it like that. Tobin and Leroy.
Did you see your boy last night?
Me?
Did you see Tobin after the Heat victory? The
Okay,
video?
hold on. Let me get a -1 for Tobin.
He did a video?
Oh my
Bro, did he?
God!
I
Did he
didn't
do a
Tried to
video?
lie, bro. He tried to lie, make it seem like
He tried to
oh,
make it into a horror night,
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing this in the dark because of Scary Terry.
and he had a flashlight, and he's like,
He had a flashlight on the beach.
No.
Don't give us this poor quality and try to lie behind this. I understand he's trying to, stay relevant and make sure that he gets those YouTube posts because,
-1.
a lot of people depend on those Tobin YouTube breakdowns. As soon as he posts them, within seconds, people are already viewing them and commenting. So I understand, you got to feed the fans, but bro was on the beach outside. Am I right?
yeah. And by the way, that's the only time he's really honest.
When he's doing the
When he does his Tobin, because he doesn't do the he doesn't do the Tobinisms. He doesn't try to that.
Was this on YouTube?
Yes, this is on YouTube. It should be
Right, Leroy? Leroy, have you ever seen those YouTube videos? That's the only time he's honest about the team and everything. He doesn't do any of his
Stuff to mess with Leroy.
stuff to mess with Leroy. He doesn't use his he doesn't
Is this stuff to mess with
he doesn't
Leroy?
kill the
my
words. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Although the time in which he did burn his top hat was one of his YouTube videos that didn't necessarily have anything to do with Leroy, but still was some of his hijinks.
Well,
Going
yeah.
all Halloweeny.
Yeah,
going
very.
all Halloweeny.
Scary Terry hours, but good victory by the
Yes.
Heat last night.
Let's go ahead and get to these headlines that are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Talked about it in the first hour. The Miami Heat able to come out with a victory yesterday late against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Despite a good game on the Cavaliers side, they were facing some injuries. Jared Allen was able to put up 20 and 25 with the absence of Bam. He was definitely able to shine yesterday. He was definitely a pain in our neck. As Georges Niang was a pain.
I hate him.
Who the hell is that
Hey,
guy?
Hold on.
I hate him. He
wait,
looks like a sloth, and he's
First-
able to put points up, man.
Damn, he
First of all,
kind of handsome though.
dude
How did that
is
happen?
not built like a basketball player.
No, he's not.
He's
No,
built
he's
like-
not.
Wait. He's built like Bradley Chubb.
Yeah. Okay,
There
hold
he
on.
goes shaming.
You're shaming our boy again, dude.
Who am I
all-
shaming?
After he said that he
Can't do
wasn't
that.
shaming him.
Our boy Bradley. You did call him Bradley Chubby, I think.
No, I did not.
I feel like you said that once.
No, I did not.
But yeah, yesterday the Miami Heat put up a good victory. There was some other things that I heard this morning as we're in hour two. Not sure if you were able to hear Drew Rosenhaus, who was on the Joe Rose show this morning. He had some inside information. As you know, Drew Rosenhaus represents about a 93% of the NFL, it feels like. I feel like everybody's agent is Drew Rosenhaus. He may actually represent the people in this studio as well.
I think he represents you without you knowing it.
Really, honestly, when I go to my check, I do see some money taken out towards Drew. So he has some inside information on one of the potential reasons why coveted free agent Andrew Van Ginkel made his departure from Miami. Leroy, as you remember, when he first made his way out of here, that was one of the things that kind of pissed us off. Obviously Christian Wilkins is the biggest reason, why we were upset with Chris Greer at first, but Van Ginkel's departure as well, being someone who had such a breakout year last year, got an opportunity to grow closer with the fans through Hard Knocks. We were sad to see him go. That was one of the first dominoes that fell. But after further review, it seems like we have a snake in the grass, Leroy.
What?
Do you know where Andrew Van Ginkel ended up going?
Minnesota.
Do you know who coaches defense in Minnesota?
Brian Flores.
Brian Flores.
Brooklyn.
Brian Flores with his sneaky, no good hidden agenda.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How can you hate Brian Flores when he hated Tua and you hate Tua? So don't you have a mutual?
Yep.
A
The
mutual
enemy of my wait. The
Yeah.
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
No. This is simple. He misjudged Tua. Didn't even give it an opportunity before he was rats off a ship. I am hurt by Tua's lack of growth in the 4 years. So
what did you think? Brian Flores kind of already knew that, so that's why.
Wait, you don't think Tua's gotten better from year 1 to year 4?
He's definitely got better.
Yeah, he's definitely got better. He went from average to pretty good.
Wait, can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
Can you win a Super Bowl with pretty good?
No, but you can't say
Yes, you
pretty
can.
good. You have
Yes,
to say
can.
you have to say,
Dude, I can spit off 5 quarter. I can
it's
spit
not
off
pretty
5.
good.
I can spit off 5 quarterbacks right now who some would deem average, and they won a Super Bowl.
Leroy, you don't know what he just did. He just tried to pull he went El Tobino
I
on
need
you.
to change that
Different.
chair.
He went El Tobino on you.
You're saying it wrong, Leroy.
He's saying it's. You see, he's trying to change. Yeah, you can win with a
it's
pretty
not
good.
it's not
quarterback.
pretty good. Like a pretty good quarterback is like, yo, he's pretty good.
Well, what do you
good.
what do you consider Lamar Jackson?
Oh, he's pretty good.
What do you consider Josh Allen?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Wait.
How many Super Bowls? Wait.
Hold
How
on.
many Super Bowls? How many Super Bowls have they won?
It's not about the
Hold
Super
on,
Bowl.
hold on. Is pretty good better than good, or is good better than pretty good?
No, okay. If he's good, he's not that good. But if he's good, he's good.
But if he's good, is good better than pretty good?
yeah, good is great.
That's the best one. That's the one.
That guy, Patrick Mahomes,
Good.
he's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh
Oh, now
Allen.
you like him.
Josh
Well,
Allen.
he's a jerk. He picks on kickers, but
Josh Allen.
he's pretty good.
Tua.
He's pretty good.
Go to the corner.
I'm just saying, like, there's a difference in the tone. We're saying the same thing, but there's a difference in the tone. Nonetheless, let's focus on that snake, Brian Flores.
Okay, yeah, keep going with
Drew
your thoughts.
Rosenhaus was on Joe Rose this morning and gave us insight into what part Brian Flores played in stealing Andrew Van Ginkel from the Miami Dolphins.
If you don't mind, let me go back to Andrew Van Ginkel for a second. Goes to the
Sure.
Vikings and joins back up with Brian. How much did Brian Flores, in your opinion, have to do with Van Ginkel going to the Vikings? And how many offers? Because I've had people ask me, a lot of people really disappointed that Dolphins couldn't keep him.
Well, the Dolphins made a great effort to keep Van Ginkel. They were very aggressive in trying to keep him in South Florida. I would say that Coach Flores had a huge impact on Van Ginkel going to the Vikings.
Snake.
It's a coach that he's played for many years and had a great relationship with. To my understanding, the Vikings were also involved in trying to sign Van Ginkel last year in free agency when he stayed with the Dolphins. But you got to give the Vikings credit. They were very aggressive, and Coach Flores came out strong, and Van Ginkel's a free agent signee with the Vikings now. But no, really, the Dolphins did a lot to keep him.
Not enough.
Not enough, apparently, because Brian Flores heavily weighing into stealing our boy Hugh Wang. Now, whose HBO Max is he going to steal all the way in cold Minnesota?
Justin Jefferson's.
Yeah, he probably pays for his HBO Max. He probably does. I'd say. I mean, he's got a good contract, so I can imagine.
Oh, he's getting one, but yeah.
He doesn't. He's not getting paid yet. He's still on that first initial
Justin?
deal.
Yeah, they still haven't given him the extension yet.
He getting ready to get it though.
He's on that.
Oh, he
Waddle
might be
contract.
traded.
Now, true. Depending on if they blow things up over there. I mean, which is like, why would you want to go over there, Van Ginkel, if they're gonna blow things up? I don't even know who plays quarterback in Minnesota.
Sam Darnold.
I don't even know who plays
They're
quarterback.
going to draft a quarterback. They might
they're
end
gonna
up with
draft him.
McCarthy.
Yeah, they're gonna need one.
They might get JJ.
Ew. That's gross. I mean, what is he? Mac Jones 2.0? Speaking of that, when we come back from break, we're going to determine who the Miami Dolphins should take with their selection. A few mock drafts have been out. We got some draft talk for the Miami Dolphins and a little bit more on this all-pro wide receiver that could potentially be on his way to Miami. More when we come back with the Tobin and Leroy Show, Spring Break Edition.
it's just so big. I can't believe it's just so round. It's like out there. I mean, gross. Look, she's just so black.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers deny.
Yes, indeed. It is a spring break edition of the Tobin and Leroy show. And if you like big butts and you cannot lie, then a possible destination for you as an NFL free agent would be.
What a way to get into this.
That's beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank
That was beautiful.
Did you guys do this? Did you plan this?
Actually, no. We paid no attention to each other.
Thank you. It's perfect. Yeah, so it's great. A potential landing spots for an NFL free agent, of course, would be Miami, especially during a weekend like this Ultra Miami Music Festival here in the city. Who doesn't want to be here? Plus, a lot of the NFL athletes live here during the offseason anyway. So with that being said, why not just make it the team you play for? That brings me to the next story on our docket for today.
We got a docket?
We do have a docket. It's just invisible. It doesn't exist and is not an email, but it's just, you got to believe, dude. You got to believe. Same way that you believe in your teams, you got to believe in the docket. And on this page, it says free agent wide receiver, 3-time Pro Bowler, Odell Beckham Jr. visiting the Miami Dolphins. He has been linked to the Miami Dolphins.
I did see that.
Look at that. He has been linked as a potential suitor for the Miami Dolphins. I mean, you think about it. We have Tyreek Hill. We have Jalen Waddle. We just brought back Braxton Berrios. Odell Beckham Jr. joining the team. The most handsome wide receiver roster in the NFL, I'd like to say, for sure.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Go ahead. Rain on my parade, Leroy.
I'm not raining on your parade.
You're raining on my parade already.
Again.
You were giving you -1 for leaning.
Oh,
we're leaning into the camera.
Leaning.
I'm giving you reality.
Yes.
And what you choose to do with that, because you have a hot name, you do what you want. Okay. Here's the reality. Odell Beckham's going to be the third receiver.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Hold on.
Maybe.
You just added a tight end that you're going to incorporate into your offense. A great deal. Right?
Yep.
Where does he fit in?
I'm going to tell you where he fits in. On the outside. Usually he lines up wide, right? So that gives Waddle an opportunity to line up in slot more. Last year he had 39 receptions with just one drop, by the way. Good hands.
First of all,
yeah.
He's not Odell, the same Odell Beckham.
Yeah, we don't need him to be the same Odell.
Then what is there for? What? Just to frolic around South Beach with Kim Kardashian?
Hopefully he doesn't do that. But I would also like him to replace the role that Cedric Wilson plays.
What role did Cedric Wilson play?
Exactly.
We're
done with. I mean, whenever these two, Tyreek, he gets injured every other play. Let's be honest. Jalen Waddle in the slot more. That gives him an opportunity to do a little bit more. Jonnu Smith. All we need Odell to just come there and just catch the balls that are thrown his way.
Wait, let me ask you a question. See, here's the other thing that you guys fail to realize, and that you use a lot of liberties.
Do the nay-nay.
You think he'll be satisfied with 39 catches?
Yes.
Here's the thing though, Leroy. He's got
this.
He's washed.
But I don't know. Well, he's not. He's
then if he's washed, why do you want him?
He's damped. I don't know if he's washed.
He
ain't washed.
He ain't washed, but he is what he is right now. He's a complimentary piece.
He's a complimentary piece with Super Bowl experience.
No, dude, stop with that.
Super Bowl experience.
Stop with that.
Leroy, let him go. Let him go.
He's got the ring.
You want Odell for the you can't have Odell for the name factor. Why not? Because you're playing. Is this skills?
Tobin. He's pulling a Tobin right now. It's
a
big name.
He just wants a big name. That's it. And
That's
he just
fun to you.
No,
Odell Beckham Jr. in Miami.
No, it's not, because what you're going to be expecting from him, he's not going to be able to give you. And here's the other thing. What kind of money is Odell wanting? He got a 1-year, $18 million deal from Baltimore last season, and he ain't produced.
What do you mean he didn't produce? What was he supposed to do?
Catch the ball, maybe?
He did. 39 receptions.
That's not $18 million worth.
Are you out of your rabbit ass mind? $18 million for 39 catches?
We're not going to give $19 million though.
You don't know what he's asking. Oh my goodness.
No, but if there's a mutual interest,
hey, Vlad,
3 touchdowns.
This is the difference
565 yards.
between a dream
Someone
and
has
reality.
spoken.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
A dream and reality.
What?
You think so you think Odell, he gonna, after making 18 million last year, he gonna come in for 3?
I mean, what's the contract situation? Maybe we can get him on a
That's
veteran
not,
minimum.
understand what I'm saying.
Veteran
You
minimum.
think Odell Beckham, because here's what Odell Beckham's gonna say. The reason why I didn't earn that money was because of my opportunities, right? But
Also,
I'm
he was
worth
coming
it.
back from injury.
Hold on. But I'm worth it. And so if he goes to a new place, let me ask, why would he go to a new place where he might not have 39 catches?
And especially on this team,
right?
You have 2 guys who are definitely getting the ball, and you have a running game that you hopefully, which was top 5 last season,
use more in
you're
those
gonna use
critical
more.
moments.
So the
And
opportunity.
you brought in a tight end who you've been yearning for a couple of years since Mike McDaniel got here.
Yeah.
You can easily stop that
It's
Jason Stavros thing.
It's a Miami discount, bro. Everyone who thinks
no,
you're gonna
guess
take
what?
a little
Here,
discount because you
know
want to
what?
be at
I'm gonna
Tootsie's,
say,
you
I'm
want to
gonna
be at Live.
I'm gonna say it in these words.
No Tootsie's.
Maybe only Vlad will understand. Keep your hands out that man's pocket.
Yep. Stop looking at him.
Stop telling him what he should get or what he won't, or he'll take a discount. Ain't nobody in this world taking discounts for nobody. Stop it.
Yeah.
I don't know why people think athletes want to take a discount. Don't nobody want no damn discount for nothing.
You know who took a discount? Udonis Haslem, the OG, one of the most respected players of all time.
You know why he can take a discount? Because NBA money's guaranteed.
You know what? But he took one because he understands sometimes.
So we comparing what Odell.
I got him. You buy.
Oh my God. So we comparing Odell Beckham to Udonis Haslem.
Yeah.
Do you know -1 for sheer? Hey,
Someone
Vlad.
-1
for sheer stupidity.
I don't know if you have a sheer stupidity one, but
we don't have that. No.
I don't think that exists. I'm almost positive that one.
Someone is saying
Sure.
shocking. Leroy's pooping the Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh my!
I'm telling you, dude.
The
this guy
legacy
just-
season for the Chiefs.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Leroy. Ain't no way. Look, all right.
Exactly. No, of course you'd say that. Of course, because you guys don't like fun.
What do you mean about it's not about you want to win? You've had enough fun.
He's a Super Bowl champion. That guy's won before. Ring protection. Didn't you tell me about ring protection?
Ring protection.
So why are you pooping on the man's legacy?
Because he's not the same guy that was winning the Super Bowl 3 years ago.
565 yards on 35 receptions last year.
Your tadpole can
is an
get
amazing
539 catches, okay? Your baby tadpole can do that. Stop.
A boy can dream.
Stop. You don't need Odell. And here's the other thing. This is what
do you
pisses
mean
me off.
need though? What's
You know
this
why?
Need
Because
thing
you were
keep
talking about
mentioning?
something. You're at 22. This is one of the best years of wide receivers, wide receiver draft. You can get a guy on the cheaper for 5 years that you can hold.
Why do I want to draft a wide receiver?
This guy is unbelievable.
I have so many depth and so many options. The only reason I'm picking up Odell is because it's fun, baby. Come on, Odell Beckham
Leroy,
Jr.
what is more painful, this conversation or yesterday's situation? You look like you're going through it
That's a good question. Yeah.
all over again.
Which one is worse, the limo situation or Marcos and his Odell
You guys
fascination?
make it seem like
Pulling
I'm
a
trying to overpay. I'm
Tobin.
not trying to overpay for
Wait,
Odell.
wait.
There's a
That's
mutual
not what
interest.
we're trying to say.
Yeah.
So let's see this.
Just
How
say
much?
you don't
Wait.
think
Because
Yeah.
we got to get to reality here, not your little dream world.
All right, what's reality?
How much you think Odell will play for?
Okay.
No.
Stay out of his
Let's start
pockets.
there.
Let's start a reality.
No, you're the one that said he's gonna pay for the Chiefs. Wait,
No. You started. You
you
started.
started this. So
No, you
I'm
started.
asking you. I'm asking you. Hold on.
You're allowed to be in his
Wait a
pocket.
minute.
Pause.
No,
But you're allowed to
here's
be.
what I
You're
hate.
allowed to be in his
Vlad,
wallet.
Vlad, here's what I hate about these conversations. Because Leroy's a hater and you don't want to have any fun. But then when I ask you a real question, a question that involves the reality of the situation, you avoid it.
Yeah, he puts on his. Yeah, he puts on
How
his.
much do you think? How much do you think you can get Odell Beckham for?
Okay, let's play the opinion game. I think I can get Odell.
God.
No, you the question. did you
Well,
not?
how much do you think you could get Odell
done.
Beckham for?
I'm done.
I
Don't worry about
think
it, dude. He's look
this
because see
magical
once
word
they
of-
realize
What do you think?
once
What do
they
you
realize
think? What do you think?
$7 million.
what you gonna pay a third wide receiver $7 million? You
You asked my
idiot!
opinion, sir. You asked my
Okay.
Let
opinion.
me ask you. No,
Oh
no, no,
my
no, 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 Leroy, calm down, calm down, calm
Oh
down.
my
That's
God!
my opinion.
I don't
Do
want
you-
to.
So wait,
I don't
can
want to
I ask
have
you
a
a question?
coronary.
I think
So
I don't
you
want to
let
have a
wait,
coronary.
wait.
Listen,
You let
listen,
Van
listen.
Ginkels
Yeah.
go for $10 million,
10 million, and you're gonna sign
and
him.
you with no rush-ins, but you gonna
Yeah.
sign a third wide receiver for $7 million?
And you had a third wide receiver last year that was making 10 million that you all hated.
Look at that. Now we got $3 million less for someone we all love. That's a good point, Vlad. I agree with you.
No, no,
That's what you said.
no,
Just taking your word.
No.
Vlad had a good point.
This is where
no.
this is where sports talk is like talking to a child,
I
right?
mean, we're all just doing
They
it
don't. They live in this dream world. He lives in a dream world right now.
Yeah, you're in a Google
Right?
Gaga world, man.
Because you would pay $7. You don't here. Listen, real world, real football.
Sells
You don't pay $7 million for a third receiver.
You don't.
You
But
don't.
he's OBJ, dude.
I
don't care if he was OBJ, LBJ. I don't care.
I would
Stop.
If it was LBJ, I would definitely pay a little bit more.
Jesus.
Sells jerseys.
See, that's
dude.
see, Vlad.
You guys
This
don't know
is
anything about
see,
marketability.
Vlad, this is what I go through at an alarming rate.
Yeah,
right?
but even
It's not what they're talking about right now is not about fun or not. It's not even reality.
No, it's not. They
You're
want
not
the
gonna
Odell,
pay. Nobody pays $7 million for a third receiver.
and it would be dumb. Not in a year when
How much did Odell make last year?
18
He
million.
wasn't
As a third
supposed-
receiver. As
No.
a third receiver.
No, he was
But
supposed
he
to be the
wasn't
number one.
supposed to be the third receiver.
Supposed to be.
He
You
was
had
supposed to be
Zay
the number one.
Flowers is number one.
He was supposed to
Andrews
be the number
is
one.
really the number one. Let's be honest.
That's why
Andrews is
you
the
know
number
what?
one.
Yeah, and he got hurt.
Zay Flowers
Marcos.
is number two. Bateman
Marcos.
is the number two.
Marcos.
Yeah.
That's why
Odell
he's not,
Beckham.
Marcos. That's why he's currently not playing for Baltimore
Yeah.
because they
So we
gave
can
him
get him for
18
$11 million.
No,
Cheaper. $11 million
dude, you
cheaper.
pay. So let me get this straight because I want to expose your dumbness. Right? You would pay Odell Beckham $11 million.
Whoa, $11 million cheaper.
Oh, hold on, Jordan.
So you would pay.
Yes,
You would pay him. You would pay Odell Beckham $7 million.
Hold on. Let me
Yes,
answer that, Leroy. Yes, you will pay a backup quarterback $8 million. That's the most important position. That he's the second most important person on the team.
Jason Sanders gets $7 million. You mean to tell me Odell Beckham can't?
Guess what? Jason Sanders can do more than Odell can right now. Odell is not the same Odell. Y'all thinking about that one-handed catch on Sunday night against the Cowboys.
That's $20 million Odell. That's what I'm thinking. You thinking about Giants Odell? That's $20
He's not
million
even
Odell.
Rams Odell.
Correct. That's $15 million Odell right there. Ravens overpaid. Would never do that. What would I want from him? $7 million Odell.
And he's not $7 million for 35 catches.
Think of the economy. Tootsie.
Yo, fam, hold on.
Live.
Do you understand?
11.
Hold on. Do you understand how many catches that is in a season?
Bayside.
35 catches. Leroy, the man had 35 catches. There's 17 games in the season.
Yeah.
He only had 2 catches a game. He averaged out.
Predominantly running. That guy. Lamar Jackson. Really a running back.
You just and
We got more when we come back on the Tobin and Leroy Show. Golf. Leroy, can you please tell us about Live Golf?
Golf's Boldest League is coming back to Miami from Friday, April 5th through Sunday, April 7th. And now's your chance to be there. Catch Live Golf at Doral Blue Monster and see John Rahm, Brooks Koepka, and Dustin Johnson take on the world's most fearsome golf course with live DJs and a euphoric headline concert featuring Akon. Tickets are selling fast, so grab yours now at livegolf.com. That's livegolf.com.
When we last discussed
We didn't discuss anything.
Odell Beckham Jr., things got a little heated because
you were like,
no
sensibility
wanna,
and logic went out the window with you.
Yeah, great. Why don't you get that box ready, because we're gonna need to fit 2 in it. I was told $7 million for number 3 wide receiver is ridiculous, and why would we even need him, right? I'll tell you why. 6 days ago, Cedric Wilson, our previous 3rd wide receiver, signs with the New Orleans Saints. What was his original deal when brought to the Miami Dolphins to be a 3rd wide receiver?
He wasn't supposed to be the 3rd wide receiver, though.
Cedric Wilson?
No,
he wasn't signed to be number 3.
He wasn't.
Oh, because the Tyreek Hill deal wasn't announced.
He was supposed to play opposite Jalen Waddle.
Because the Tyreek Hill deal wasn't announced, you cute fans think that this deal wasn't working behind the scenes.
That's why they signed him.
No. In 2022, of course they knew we were going to bring Tyreek Hill.
No, they didn't. That Tyreek Hill deal did not happen until literally 3 or 4 weeks right before the draft.
Oh, the draft.
The draft. No, it was the draft. Yeah, because they had to give up. They gave up the 1st round pick to the Chiefs.
So you think that they didn't have any conversations about bringing in Tyreek Hill? You think the plan was to have Cedric Wilson as your second best wide receiver?
Here's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make the story fit.
Yeah.
Totally Cedric Wilson being the 3rd receiver. But
as a matter of fact,
third, if you brought in to be a 3rd receiver, you ain't getting 10 million.
He didn't get 10 million.
And funny enough, guys.
Yeah.
2 days from now, this Saturday.
Yep.
Will be the anniversary of when the Dolphins traded for Tyreek Hill. It was 2 years ago, to March 23rd, 2022.
Yes.
So in 2 days, so they had already signed Cedric Wilson by that time.
When was Cedric Wilson's deal signed?
It was a free agency period, right?
Maybe a couple weeks before the trade. You think they didn't have this Tyreek Hill deal in the bag?
No, because they wouldn't have gave Cedric Wilson 10 million.
They didn't give him 10 million. They gave him 3 years, 22 million, which averages out to about 7 a year, which is exactly what I'm asking for Odell Beckham Jr. to do the same job he did.
But again, when he was brought in, it was under the thought process he was going to play opposite Jalen Waddle.
Well, you know what? The cap has gone up since then, and so has the numbers.
What does that have to do?
That means that yesterday's price is not today's price, Leroy. That's what that means. That means
let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So you think $7 million
yes
is smart to pay for 30, 35 catches?
I mean, I paid $7 million for 22 catches last year.
No.
So yeah. That's what I paid Cedric Wilson. That's who I lost.
So
That's
to pay the same price for 13 more catches is reasonable. Especially when you're already pinching pennies. You got your whole team renegotiating contracts so you can sign to it, and then you go $7 million.
Again, we go back to that problem, but we'll address that problem later.
He got paid $18 million, and he was the 3rd or 4th. He might have not even been the 4th best receiver on his squad.
Who?
Odell. Yes,
he was the third best receiver. Andrews injured all year. Can't count that.
But you let a rookie surpass you. No, but Leroy, he let a rookie. Zay Flowers surpassed him. Okay,
he can run really quick.
That boy good though.
Chemistry with the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. These young receivers coming out now are better than Odell right now. So why would you draft
let me explain. Marcos, let me explain something to you.
I'm gonna explain that.
When you sign players, sometimes you sign them with the idea of this is the role they're gonna fill. Yeah. But as camp and the season plays out, if somebody fits that role better, you trying to win football games, right? So
that's what happened to Odell.
Yeah, but that's the point, right? You think they could have did so much more with that 18 million if they knew Odell Beckham was only going to have 35 catches?
They completely overpaid in Baltimore, and that is their fault.
So you
That
don't
is
think
not
you
something
don't
I'm
think
willing
you
to
don't
do.
think you don't think going out with and let's be clear.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why he becomes even less of a need for $7 million is for this reason. You went out and paid money for something you haven't had since Mike McDaniel's been here, and that's a tight end. And in this offense, that tight end is going to have 50 or 60 catches.
Maybe.
No,
Like
that's-
you're speaking.
dude,
in
I'm going
fantasy
through
land now.
every
You're speaking in hypothetical.
No, I'm
land now.
not, because every offense.
Name a tight end that got 50 or 60
Marcos,
catches in Mike
please.
McDaniel's offense.
Marcos, please listen to me for 1 second.
Yeah.
Every team that runs this offense runs it through the tight end.
But
The
we
tight
haven't.
end is one of the most important pieces of this offense
That we haven't used.
because they didn't
You
have
gotta have the
one.
player.
So it's gonna go from Mike Gesicki was a good wide receiver.
Now for this offense,
Marcos.
True or
Do
false?
you-
Mike
Marco?
McDaniel likes a blocking tight end.
No, he likes a
he likes
multifaceted
everything.
tight
He
end.
would- Yes.
All right, someone who
But the
blocks
other
and
here,
catches.
Mike
Yes.
Gesicki didn't fit because you couldn't put him on the end of the line of scrimmage and fool anybody that you were running the
He's not
football.
blocking. He's really more of a long. He's more of a tall, tight, wide receiver.
Right. Marcos, go
Yes.
look at all the teams that this offense has flourished on. And
I'll look at,
the one thing that stands out is the use of the tight end.
Yeah, even to go back to the Commander days with Chris
Right.
Cooley. Like Cooley was one of those.
Right.
All right. How
So-
about we go to the 49ers, right? George Kittle.
Block and can catch.
Absolutely. 65
Multifaceted.
for sure. 65 catches last year.
Yeah, that's what a third wide receiver does.
You think Jonnu Smith is going to get 65 catches? You think Jonnu
He's
Smith
gonna
is
be
going to
close.
George Kittle?
He's
gonna
gonna be
if he
close.
gets listen to this. You rather Jonnu Smith with 50 to 65. That will be more appealing, and that's gonna produce more for you guys than Odell Beckham only getting 35 catches. I'm being serious.
Jonnu Smith, yes, last year in a
Can I just say this?
In an offense,
can I just-
where
can
he
I-
had another
here.
good tight end with him.
Vlad,
who
Vlad,
clearly blew out of
Vlad,
the water.
Vlad.
Only 50 catches.
Here's what kills me about these
And that was a career year.
Vlad, here's what kills me about these. Because this is one of those conversations where you just have to be a fan. You can't actually come to the conversation with knowledge. You can't come to the conversation with information as to why things are what they are. You can't do that. Because they don't want to hear facts. Facts be
mean
damn.
nothing.
I
Right.
gave you facts. I gave you stats. I gave you contract.
No, you
numbers,
didn't. Okay.
And you're
Okay.
telling me
Okay.
how someone's going to fit in an offense.
Can I ask you?
How you think?
You know
they're
who
gonna
the most offensive player
Yes,
other than the lineman that they signed?
20 years ago.
You know who
What?
is Vlad? Do you realize who is going to be one of the most important pieces in this offense? That tight end.
Well, the tight end is what everyone has said has been the missing piece for this
Right.
offense to really get to the
Correct.
levels that they can.
Which is more reason why you don't need to depend on Odell. Whatever he does.
But
is
you don't.
gonna be
If you
good.
don't have to depend on him, you don't give him $7
But then
million.
let me ask you. Okay,
That's how much
no,
it
no.
costs.
Leroy.
For
let me-
third
Then you
wide
don't,
Leroy,
then you don't
Leroy.
buy it.
Let
Then
me
you
ask you
don't
this.
buy it.
Let me ask you this.
How much does a third wide receiver
Let me
cost?
see. Let me see your smarts. Let me see your smarts. Would you rather spend $5-7 million on a over the hill wide receiver to be a wide receiver number 3,
Wow.
or would you
Disrespect.
rather draft a young upcoming wide receiver number 3 that can produce the minute you put him on the field, and you can have him under contract for the next 4 to 5 years? What would you rather do?
Okay, and I'm gonna explain to you why I would rather Odell, the veteran, right? I don't want to waste my first, second, or third round draft pick on getting a wide receiver. I have
You
too
don't
many
have-
other vacancies I need to fill.
You don't have to. You don't even have to do that.
You don't even have to do it in
My
the first
fourth
round. You could do it in the
No.
third round.
No,
Any
no,
of-
I need that third.
It's a
round.
deep draft.
It's such a deep draft of wide receivers that the wide receivers drafted in the third round could be starters
right.
day one. So why would you spend the money on an over the hill guy when you can draft someone and have him on the cheap for the next 4 to 5 years? That basically you could take that 3 to 5 million and use it on other parts of your team that needs help. Why would you do that? Forget the name recognition, man.
Yeah.
I'm sick of y'all with that name stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what name did for you?
What
Remember
is
how was it when Mario Williams came down here? Huh? How was it when Ndamukong Suh came down here?
That was good. That was
Huh?
fun.
That was fun?
Yeah,
That was fun? No, it wasn't.
It was a little fun.
Y'all bums. And you're lost. Stop being dumb.
Yeah.
Be
So,
smart.
You say that the young receiver is always going to be the better option, right? Just like it was in Baltimore, right? They
Look what
signed
they did.
Odell.
They drafted Zay Flowers, right?
And what did Zay Flowers do when it mattered most?
But Zay Flowers.
Drop the ball.
And what did Odell
Drop
do?
the ball.
And what did Odell do?
He
Did he
watch?
Two
It was a
receptions.
solid game. 40 yards. Never drop the ball. Drop the ball and fumble it before he scored. That's what Zay Flowers did.
Get out of here.
Get a penalty because he's a rookie and because he's young. And when things matter, when you're going against Kelsey
And I want the guy that's going to
Mahomes,
fight a field goal post. Huh?
You're going against those guys.
No. I want the guy that actually fought a field goal net.
You don't know what that field
Marcos.
goal said to him.
Marcos, here's what I do in these moments.
Yeah.
Get a nice cold drink, right?
Wasn't
Because you're spinning your
Definitely
wheels.
need a Celsius next hour, boy.
You spinning your wheels like you are trying to have meaningful football talk.
Dolphins don't even have a third or fourth rounder this year. So you want me to get him in the fifth round? Okay, let's get this wide receiver in the 5th round, guys, because we don't want to spend a couple extra dollars instead of getting.
It's not a couple extra dollars though.
$7 million, baby.
It's not 7, but that $7 million can be used on other parts of the team that need help, bro. Come on, you got $7 million to get a lineman.
Marcos, let me ask you this.
Marcos,
Marcos, hold on. Let me ask you this. Okay. When you think of all the things that the Dolphins need as far as O-line, D-line, they're going to have some money free up after June 1st, right? You think it is
more money
important for this team to go and sign a luxury over a need?
We need a third wide receiver.
But that's what you have Jonnu Smith for. Jonnu Smith is gonna wait. Here, Marcos.
You know
Marcos.
Yeah.
Jonnu Smith would be the 3rd leading receiver on this team.
Jonnu Smith ain't caught a damn ball in the Miami Dolphins.
Marcos.
I don't know what Jonnu's gonna do.
It has to do with
And has Odell have
offense.
He's got a ball in Miami.
He's got a ball in the Miami Dolphin uniform. Stop it, Marcos.
No, wait, I said in Miami.
You just want big names to say what? To have superstars? Why?
Sounds good.
So that you can be talked about?
I need a third wide receiver that's reliable. And I need jersey sales.
Wait, you know what? Here's what's funny. He's the first person to complain if it don't work out. He'll blame Tua when it don't work out.
Really,
Right.
it is Tua's fault. What you guys are scared of, you don't think Tua can reach him on bombs. And I understand you guys are scared of the noodle arm, but I think he'll be able to catch it. It's okay, guys. Have faith in the noodle arm. We got more cat talk and lovely topics to talk about on the spring break edition of the Tobin and Leroy show when we come back. Oh, there you go. Let's get into it. You know what time it is, baby. If it is somewhere past noon on a weekday, it is time for some cat talk. Oh, Leroy's got the good stuff. Leroy has got the
goody
good stuff. That's the galaxy vibes he has.
The galaxy vibe.
I got the tropical vibe.
Okay.
I have the fantasy vibe.
Oh,
we're all on vibes.
That's fruit punch.
No.
You got the Oasis vibe?
Mine is
Yeah,
the
I got
Mandarin
Oasis.
marshmallow.
Which vibe would you want? Galaxy?
I haven't tried Galaxy yet.
Would you
That's
want
the only one I tried.
tropical?
Is Galaxy the fruit punch?
No, the other one,
Don't you
Cosmic.
have
Cosmic vibes is a fruit
Or do you want
punch.
cosmic vibes?
Yours is
I have Galaxy vibe. Cosmic
Yeah,
vibes
Galaxy.
is fruit punch.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Cosmic. That's the one.
I'm from the Caribbean. I'll take the tropical.
No,
I
let me tell you, Vlad, as a non-intangible, I'm gonna throw these flavors at you:
Uh-oh.
sparkling strawberry and watermelon.
Oh, come on, man. That's like the mega powers. Yeah. That's like the mega powers.
Hey,
The mega powers.
undeniable.
Undeniable.
That's
the greatest tag team of all time.
hey, that is
OBJ with the Dolphins.
that's so far away from intangible flavors right there. Let me see.
Yeah.
-1.
Mine's intangibles. It's kale and cauliflower. I don't understand that. This is very strange.
Hey, you know who would drink that? Amanda.
Oh yeah, for sure. She'd love it. She'd a whole stock of that.
I love.
I'm
You
not
know what
gonna
I
say
hate?
Try it.
You know what I love?
I guess I won't.
I love the way people try to tell you that combination tastes good. I tell
It
you
does,
what.
Leroy.
No,
Nah.
it's good for you. It does not taste good.
I drink it like it's nothing.
What?
I ain't never seen you drink nothing.
I
kale
tell you
related
what.
in my life.
Yeah, if
Kale?
hey, can I just say you something?
Yeah.
If you drink a little strawberry watermelon, you'll get that tan you've been looking for.
Mm.
So you're
Instead of
saying the
fans-
ginger and the turmeric
And
I'm
tell-
drinking is
and
not
tell-
working for me?
and telling your skin when you're drinking that kale and cucumber, your skin goes scorched earth every time you go into the sun.
No matter what flavor you drink, make sure it's a Celsius. Hockey
Yes.
fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of your
Florida Panthers.
Yeah, you know what? Vanna White had an easy job, bro.
Why?
Yep.
Why is that?
Vanna White had an easy job.
I don't
She's
think
still
she did.
doing it. She got paid a lot
Come
of
on,
she get paid
bro.
a lot
All
of
she
money.
was
too.
doing was this.
She made it look easy.
Wait, who? What?
Vanna White. All
But,
she was
hey,
doing is
just for the record, you just messed it up right now.
why?
Because you have the label backwards. You're not smiling enough.
I am smiling. I did.
No. I'm telling you.
Wait,
you
so-
said your job was easy.
so-
You just messed it up, bro.
So wait. It's leave it to Marcos to critique Vlad's game ops.
Oasis fight. See, I tried to do it right now. I can't even
wait,
find the
no.
camera. See, it's definitely not as easy.
Tropical Vibe is good.
But you're
Tropical
not
Vibe.
smiling enough. You're
Tropical
not
Vibe
happy in
calls
this
your
one.
name, right? You like tropical, you know it's gonna have some pineapple.
You already know.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna be under a tree. You
Although
know.
I like the
It's got
Oasis
ultra
vibe,
already.
even though it says prickly pear. I'm not really a
No.
fan of pear, but
No,
Yeah,
but
like-
neither
prickly.
am I
Hey,
with that one.
when was the
Actually
last?
tastes
Let me,
good, yeah.
There's certain things like I don't like mango, but I like mango flavored stuff. Right?
I don't like pear, but that prickly pear thing
No,
is actually
that's
really
true.
good.
When
But
was the
him not
last
liking
time you
mango
went to
is-
the store and bought some pear juice?
You don't like mangoes? How do you live in
Pear
South
juice,
Florida
whatever.
and not like mangoes?
I just
love
think they're too
mangoes.
stringy. Mangoes and yucca are in the same family.
hey,
Hey, I had yucca yesterday.
That's
Let's not knock that.
those are
But they're
distant
string-
cousins. I
it
never
has
thought about.
that like it's
I never realized that until he
it's
just said
stringy.
that.
That's good.
What?
Hey, that comparison, good.
No, I didn't know that they were. Yeah, like when you said it, it was like, oh yeah,
Stringy,
it
yeah,
is true.
yes.
They are in the same family.
Yeah,
Hopefully
because
we
they
can
have that
string
same like
together-
string, like when you eat one, it's
That's
stringy.
good.
And I'm gonna tell you, with
I'm getting a
mangoes,
-1 right
No,
now.
no, that's good.
I'm gonna tell you, with mangoes, the seed to fruit ratio is way off. Because that's
Well-
a giant seed in there, and you think you're gonna cut through that, and you just boom, you hit like right away.
Just do what Brian does.
What does he
He
do?
bites into the mango.
Oh no,
Oh yeah.
that's gross.
That's Team
Yeah.
Lava for you right there.
Team Lava. Tough. We bite seeds. Speaking of seeds,
You ain't
the
biting
top
that
seeded
seed.
Florida Panthers are in action tonight against the Nashville Predators. Nashville
They're
Predators
not the
team.
top seed.
All right, dude. I needed a transition.
I know you could have.
really-
Well, you
come
know
on,
what? If you
man.
were gonna say top seed,
That
you could have
was
been like, "Well, the NCAA tournament's about to tip off in the next 10 minutes."
It already started, right?
Hey,
It's about
buddy,
to kick off in 4 minutes.
no one cares about the
Those are
stupid
seeds.
tournament, dude. You
Can
know
I
why?
just tell you,
no
these
game.
next 4 days, 5 days, because I even watched the women's, right?
Can't
No
wait for the
games.
women's.
It's the
Actually,
only
I am
time.
more interested in the women's.
You know,
Caitlin Clark.
listen.
She's
Can I
good.
just say this? We waiting to watch a couple of things, right? What's her name? Caitlin Clark, right?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, and if they meet up with South Carolina
I
again.
want the whole South
That's
Carolina.
it, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we wait
and
for?
Juju.
Juju.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Juju Watkins, USC.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She
She's
is nice.
nice.
No, she
She
is
is.
for sure.
So that's like and it's weird. Think about this. When was the last time you can name players, right? And name, storylines in women's basketball? It's crazy,
Yeah.
right?
This is they're
Right,
definitely
so-
on the next level with this.
But guess what? You know what's crazy? Not do the same thing for the men's.
Man, I can't name you.
The only
know.
one I know is
Is
the
that
big
big
dude,
Purdue kid
the big
from
dude
Purdue.
from Purdue, and they
Yeah.
lost. Remember, they lost to a 16 seed last year,
Edney, that's all I know. I don't know no one else.
right?
Yeah, I really can't.
So
can't
in that,
name you.
but think about that. Think about that. Where the women's game has come up to where we talk about all the storylines of the women's tournament and the men's tournament. Wait, UConn is a 1 seed and they won the national championship last year. UConn.
Yeah, that's cool though. But here's the
I'm
thing.
not saying they haven't been a powerhouse, and I'm not saying they haven't been good over the years. But how many people, if I asked who won the national championship in men's basketball last year, they would know it was UConn. See
How
what
many
I'm
people know who won that national title in the women's last year? I know, but I'm just
South
asking you.
Carolina? No, South
No.
LSU. Is that
It was
LSU one?
LSU.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was LSU over Caitlin Clark, right? Because that was that big thing where they were.
Caitlin Clark.
Yes,
No,
it was over Iowa.
it was over Iowa. Yeah,
Oh.
and they just
Yeah,
pushed
but as far as the men's, I had no clue UConn won last year.
Right,
Once
that's
the
what I'm saying.
Hurricanes were
Like,
eliminated,
that's-
I
I
stopped
don't- well,
watching.
we didn't remember it because, like you said, there is no.
well, here's why we on. Here's the
local
only reason
love.
why we paid attention.
local
We paid
love.
attention because
You and
FAU
FAU.
and Miami had a chance.
Yeah,
No, didn't
Yeah.
they both go to the Final Four? Or
yeah,
did
they both went to
they
the
both
Final
went to
Four.
the Final Four.
Yeah, so
So
we
that's
had
the
local.
only. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only. Time we had where we paid attention to men's basketball because they were good, and we had a nice little run down here in South Florida. We had 2 basketball teams in the Final Four. We had the Heat go to the finals, and then we had the Panthers go to the finals. And then let's not even talk about what was going on with Messi down here with the Pinks. Right?
It's good times.
Good
Right.
times.
Like,
Speaking
it's
of
crazy.
the Panthers, Marcos.
Oh, yes. Speaking of the Panthers, during this Cat Talk, like I mentioned, they have a matchup tonight against the Nashville Predators at 7:30. You can catch that right here on WQAM. Vlad, you're not doing that game, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, thank God.
I'm not.
They're working you a lot. This recently became 560 the Vlad.
Kunta.
Oh, boy. Tobin.
Your name is Tobin. Kunta
Tobin.
Kinte. Y'all
Kunta.
know nothing about that.
Tobin.
Y'all know nothing about Roots.
I know him from reading Rainbow personally, but
Yes. Or Star Trek.
Star Trek.
The
Right.
Next Generation.
What's that? Lamar.
Wait.
What's his name? It's Lamar.
Is it
LeVar
LeVar
Burton.
LeVar Burton.
LeVar
There you
Burton.
go. There
There you go.
There
But he
you
been,
go.
you know what's crazy? That
Yeah.
dude looks the same as he did when he was in Roots.
Well, we don't crack, baby.
It's true. That's true.
Wasn't James Earl Jones in it too? He was the writer, the author.
We don't
Of
crack.
Roots?
Huh?
You said of Roots?
No,
Wasn't he-
Of Star Trek.
No. When
Oh, you talking about?
Roots, yeah, wasn't
Yeah,
he
Roots.
like-
Yeah.
he played the author.
Yes.
Am I tripping, or was Roots 6 parts? Or did my dad just have 6?
No, it was part,
No.
bro.
What's
It
going
was
on?
part. And again, let me tell you something.
I'm gonna watch all
You
that.
never
Why-
watched
hey,
Fuckers
can I just say this?
Yeah.
When I was a kid and Roots came out, it was stop what you doing, go to the TV and watch.
Oh, this is gonna be a family experience.
Yes, it was, and regardless of
it
what
really
you
should be.
think or what you believe, just watching the whole search for the history of his family and stuff like that. People don't realize what the story was really about, right? Because all you do is if you mention slavery, everybody panic and flip out. But it really wasn't about, it was about him finding where he was from and where his family was from. That's what the book was about. Kind of like, you know how everybody find out what your nationality is and where you originated.
23andMe?
23andMe. Yeah, he did that with a book.
You know, I'll never do that. I will never do a 23andMe.
Why? Because you scared the scales are gonna show up?
Oh, okay. Objectively, that's a point.
Hey, I know. Look, here's what's crazy about.
I'm afraid the color green's gonna come
Hey,
somewhere.
here's what's you want to know what's
I do?
crazy? You know what's crazy about my history?
What?
I had a very young family. So I heard stories. My great grandmother died when I was 13. So, and she was born in the 1800s. So I heard firsthand stories from her, from my grandmother, from my mother. So I don't need no history. I know where my great-great-grandfather was from. I know where my grandfather was from. I know why my grandmother was the same color as Marco's. Okay. The real stories from the people who were part of it. So I don't need a book. I don't need history. I have actual stories from the people involved. And so when you hear these stories and then you hear the nonsense that people talk, right? When you heard it
love hearing about
firsthand,
family stories. That's a lot of nonsense.
right? When you hear firsthand stories from people who lived it in the South, in Louisiana, I'm like, wow. But you know what? I give credit to my grandmother for this, right? She would always say to me and all her grandkids and my uncle and my mother and her sister, right? I'm the only one that can have a grudge. You didn't go through this, so you got to move forward, right?
That's love.
So she wouldn't let everybody sit on their ass and complain about what happened and not worry about what could be, right? And so from that standpoint, when I look back and see and hear all the stories of, well, I didn't make it because of this, I didn't make it, and I would always think, did you try? Did you try? Do you really know you couldn't make it because of these circumstances? Did you try? I say, because there's a lot of people in our life, that had it much harder than us, and they found a way to be successful.
I don't like that D Sizzle wrote Marco's great ancestors are dinosaurs. That's offensive.
He said you go back to the
Land before time.
Very messed up.
Marco's 23 and me gonna come back amphibian. Right. Look.
Really did not expect to walk into that when I decided to open up to you guys. I really appreciate it.
Marco's roots can be traced to the his cousin was the frog using the original frog at 23andMe. Jeez.
Bro,
Hey, dude, you had to know. Like,
I
you know
really
what's
didn't.
funny?
I didn't understand.
There is no topic that one of us ain't gonna get clipped on this show.
Someone for sure.
Right? Somebody.
When we come back, we got 15 minutes of heat. We're going to hear a little bit from yesterday's Shining Stars. We'll talk a little bit more about the action right here on the spring break edition of the Tobin and Leroy Show.
Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Start the new year in a new ride with no payments for 90 days. Handle DodgeChryslerJeepRam.com.
15 minutes of heat. Don't appreciate the date. South says they found Marcus's ancestor in a fossil. Why is this still happening? Why are we still doing this? Hurts my heart. 15 minutes of heat here. Yesterday, your Miami Heat victorious against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'll see them again on Sunday, but until then, we'll take this one and you can meet us again at our home. There was, obviously the clutch game winner that Terry Rozier was able to pull off.
Ooh, no, hey, first of all, if you the Cavs, take the L. Don't challenge it.
Right.
Just take the L.
Get outta
I'm
here.
talking about when that 4-point play. What you challenging? Right? Because guess what?
Absolutely.
When they scored at the end, that timeout would have came in handy when they could have taken it and moved it up the court. Right?
Absolutely.
That's why Spo never challenges at the end of games. Because you're gonna need it. And so that timeout would have moved the ball, right, to midcourt, and they would at least got a decent shot at it. Although they did get kind of close. I hate seeing that. Ooh, goodness.
It was. In fact, we were actually losing. About 90 seconds left into the game. It didn't necessarily seem well because they had gone on a run at that point.
And they had the ball, and we were down.
Absolutely. They had the ball up by 3, going to score again, had scored a couple times. Miami's able to force them into a 24-second shot clock violation, which was excellent defense on their end.
Excellent defense.
Right when we needed it, too. Came back, and it was this 3 from Terry Rozier with the and 1 that evened things at 100. This is how it sounded on the Miami Heat radio network.
Nico will bring it up. Gets it to Jimmy, top of the arc. Jimmy surveying things, hand off to Rozier. No jab step back, fire 3, got hit. He made it. 4-point play for Rose on a hump day. It's a 1-point game, but he can tie it at the line.
What, Jax was dropping bars?
Ooh, 4-point play
On a
for
hot
Rose
day.
on a hot day.
Well, it was night.
It was night, but hey,
But
you
it was
know,
a
come on.
hot
Hey,
day.
It was a
man,
hot
don't-
day.
hey,
Nah,
how you nitpicking?
Come on, man.
Hey man,
Come on.
if you dropping bars, your bars gotta be
No.
fluent. It's gotta
You
be.
know what,
It's gotta
Hey,
be in cohesion.
hey,
Of course.
-1 Vlad for nitpicking.
No, it's not
Minus
-1
one.
for
No, it's a
nitpicking.
-1 for nitpicking.
I'm not
dude.
-1
I
for
will go
nothing.
in there
I'm a
and I will
lyricist.
do
For
the -1
nitpicking.
-1.
Nitpicking.
-1 for you guys not being lyricists.
Nitpicking.
Hey,
-1
we
for
did-
you
wait,
guys not being
wait.
lyricists.
His primary job is a Heat announcer.
What time was the game, Leroy? What time was the game?
It was at night.
So
But
why
I'm
is he
just
saying
saying,
day? Why is he
because-
saying day?
Don't
Sounded
question him.
Yeah.
It sounded okay, but it wasn't night.
Okay. All right.
You
It's
should
day somewhere
You know
else.
what?
That's-
If he
that's
just
nitpicking.
said,
Day somewhere
That's
else.
if he
nitpicking.
said Rose,
That's
give
nitpicking.
me that Rose, bomb.
That's-
That's it.
that's
That's the
nitpicking.
line.
Nitpicking.
No. See,
I'm not
the
saying you're
Grammy.
wrong. I'm just saying you're still nitpicking. Instead
Of
of
the
enjoying
Grammy.
enjoying the right fresh off the top.
Yeah.
You know.
Yesterday's performance from Terry Rozier in the clutch was definitely
tell
one
you
to
what.
remember.
Dude, like, if you want to talk about making contested threes, I mean,
Oh.
because he's not that tall. So when he get
Yeah,
that
for
little
sure.
bit of space, there's still a monster in front of him.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was, he was wide open in the corner waiting for something. It was it was
No.
a hezzy fade away back, closing in on him. It was an excellent shot. It really was an excellent shot, and we
I just
needed it.
don't know
We really
why did Bickerstaff challenge it, because clearly
Yeah.
dude was all up in his personal space.
Yeah, because I think he was challenging the contact on the hand, which there wasn't really, but it definitely he
was in
invaded
his landing
his
space.
landing
then
space.
Y'all
Exactly.
didn't realize what happened.
No, I didn't. What happened?
Spo hit the light too,
Oh,
because he wanted it to be in his personal space, and that's
Yeah.
a bucket and the ball.
oh, yeah.
Flagrant.
True. Flagrant.
But
Yeah.
they kind of just blew that by. But if you listen to Jax, he say Jax Spo hit the lamp too.
Wow, I didn't even see that.
Yes,
They got to kind of ignore that one.
right.
And probably, it's only one lamp. So they're like, oh, this must be the Cavs coach. But we actually heard from Spo after the game. This is Spo on Terry Rozier taking over in the final minutes. This is what the Heat head coach had to say after the game yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he was the guy that's tormented us, a little bit over the years tonight, and it's it's a process when things happen at mid-season, change teams and move to a different city and you try to acclimate, as quickly as you possibly can. He didn't want to step on anybody's toes, but this is why we wanted him here. Is he's a great clutch performer, and he's been that way his entire career. And we needed another guy that can make plays and create something out of nothing, and that's what he basically did those last two possessions. He ended up scoring 9 points in a minute. But the step back three when he got fouled, we were kind of jammed up on that play. And then the step back going to his right, similarly, as end of the clock. Those plays are usually reserved for Jimmy. But it was very encouraging for all of us just to have another guy that could make a big play in a pressure moment. And the guys were just really happy for him, and we needed every bit of it. Now, as great as Terry was, down the stretch, there was everybody on our roster put their fingerprints on this game. Would not have got this win in a tough building where they play extremely well at home unless we didn't have, a lot of guys step up. Nico was terrific. He really worked the last few days to be available. And produced, gave us spacing, gave us playmaking, knocked down threes, gave us some intangible plays, and our bench was very good.
Okay.
All the way down. Caleb, his defensive work.
This is Mike McDaniel.
Jaime was very good. And DeLon and H in their short minutes were really impactful defensively. And Thomas just continues, to get more comfortable and more acclimated to what we do.
Wrap it up.
Okay.
Jesus
so
Christ.
when I watch these games and I see Spo with young Jović, I get the feeling he's new Rio. Right?
Oh yeah. Honestly, the way that he was holding him yesterday, he was yelling at that boy.
But I can I just say, Vlad, you watch all the game, right? Y'all watch all the game.
Yeah.
How mad did you get when Allen, they played all this defense and Allen just went into the paint and everybody just like, what are we doing?
What the hell was that?
What was that?
We had fought our way back and all of a sudden Allen just cut to the basket. Like,
and that's when that's when Spo went dirty dancing with Jović, right? He grabbed him out of him. What are you doing? What do you say? You think guard the big guy?
We got to hear from Jović yesterday, who played a decent amount, and he was letting them fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. He ended up making, I think it was like 4 3.
He does, and one thing I like about him is sometimes you'll see him in the paint, sometimes you'll see him, on the perimeter. The problem is that sometimes he get caught, like oh boy, what's his name? 6'6" for the Cavs. I can't think of his name. No. The it's not I can't think of his name right offhand.
Evan Mobley? It's not Mobley.
Is it Mobley? It might be Mobley. 6'6", can dribble, handle the ball. They were doing switches and Jović ended up on him. And I'm
I think I know who you're talking about yesterday. It's not Terry.
Oh, Caris LeVert.
Levert.
Yeah,
There it is. Hey, so I'm thinking, I'm seeing that, and I'm seeing Yobi on the other side, and I'm like, this is going to end bad. Right? Because they worked the switches and whatever, and as soon as LeVert got on Yobi, he's like, clear out.
Yep.
But, I think he's a little banged up, though. You got the sleeve on. But I still like what he brings to the table as far as, the ability to stretch the floor But if you slip and just put anybody on him, you can put him in the paint.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Jović yesterday on shooting 10 3-point shots. This is what he had to say.
I mean, I was wide open, so someone got to shoot
it. Look, I mean, very simple right there. If he's open, you got to shoot the ball.
That's the Heat way, though.
Yeah,
if you don't shoot it, everybody gonna yell at you, right?
Yeah.
Right. Except Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant sometimes get a little froggy with his 3-point attempts.
Yeah,
I'm open. I'm shooting.
Thomas Bryant.
Thomas Bryant.
He's been playing some good minutes since the All-Star.
He in that corner said, "There's a reason why you open."
Maybe that Jose Alvarado beatdown woke him up.
Speaking of that, so when we come back, we're going to get into the beef that is brewing or has already brewed from the previous brouhaha between these two teams. The Heat got the Pelicans coming to the Kaseya Center. And we're going to hear from Jimmy Butler, as he was one of the many victims of suspension as well as ejection during the last contest. Here is what he had to say. We'll hear what he had to say, as well as more when we come back on the Tobin and Leroy show.
But first,
Leroy,
I'm gonna tell you guys about a little Kosar coffee, because I work with some guys who don't read the chat. You guys know Bernie for his comebacks on the field, but his greatest comeback is the one he made with his health. After a grueling career, 40 surgeries, over 100 concussions, Bernie was down but not out. He realized food is medicine and changed what he put into his body. Bernie started creating wellness products and has finally released Kosar Coffee, an organic coffee that's infused with vitamin D and resveratrol, which is nature's miracle antioxidant. This combination of ingredients is exclusive only to Kosar Coffee and is the perfect way to start your own journey to a healthier life. Just go to kosarcoffee.com to order your game-changing coffee, but you can also get some Kosar Coffee merch. You can go to the same website, and for our listeners, there's an exclusive discount. Just use code Leroy. You guys know Bernie, very positive. My man believes you deserve to be healthy because you matter.
Okay, comfortable helping you be
He misses it point blank. Few of those tonight for him, because he was trying to clean up the Robinson Earl dynamic. But Love pulled. Oh, no, now. Oh, here we go. Jimmy and Robin and Marshall going at it. And Jimmy is not going to come off. And now no fists got thrown, so I don't think anybody's getting tossed out of this one.
Wait
They
for
look
it,
at
Jax.
this one. We'll see who the instigator was. But, I mean, Jimmy went absolutely to the red side of things. It's a hard foul by Love on Williamson. A lot of ooh and on. Zion popped up all quick and wanted to bounce toward things. And here comes. Now we got Alvarado and Thomas Bryant throwing hands. Now that's going to be something different. Well, now we got somebody throwing stuff in the sand.
Whoa!
Somebody get this clown right here.
Get this
Number
clown
3
out
in the
here.
white. Police not even moving to get this guy. Throwing twice. He's got to go. We got a fan throwing stuff out on the floor, and we know that only makes it worse. Now we got other clowns doing the same thing.
Ooh. Jackson wanted his suit to get messed up.
Yo, Jax did not want that ascot
They
to
need
get
to get
dirty.
this clown right here in the middle section in white,
Get him out of here.
who threw 2 pieces of debris onto the floor. It's like nobody saw it.
You heard it here on 560 WQAM back in February, late February. The NBA suspended 5 players as a result of the activity that you just heard there. That was a what we in showbiz like to refer to as a kerfuffle.
A brouhaha.
A brouhaha.
A
if you will.
fracas.
Except
fracas.
if you
Little
won't
more
get
than a fracas.
suspended,
Yeah.
I mean,
It wasn't a Donnie Burke.
they ain't even like nobody ain't make no contact. They just looked.
I don't know. That second fight looked a little
No, Alvarado caught
I was
TB.
gonna say, I think Alvarado and Thomas Bryant,
Yeah,
that was a little bit extra.
He caught because he ate like a Mario mushroom and then got up and then hit Thomas.
Yeah, it was a bit much indeed. The actual activity itself from Kevin Love to Zion Williamson, for the most part, pretty harmless. The pushing back and forth between Jimmy Butler and Najee Marshall, not too much. That's why they only suspended 1 game without pay for instigating the whole thing. But
Poor
then-
Nico,
dude.
Nico got hit with a stray.
He got hit with a stray because he's helping out his guy. He doesn't know the rules.
I'm gonna tell no, that's it. Here, Vlad. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't got nothing to do with the rules.
What
It's
is
the
it?
code.
Oh yeah, he knows about the culture.
And
like
he's,
if you don't
and
step
he's,
up,
and he's a young player.
right?
Yep.
You just
gotta
got to go
show-
out there. You got to go out there and take the L, so the guys know you about it.
You down. Like
Right. Even if you don't do nothing, you got to step out there until they say, "Stay your ass on the bench." Right. Until another player, till Jimmy or one of them say, "When we out here doing this, you stay on the bench." Until then, ain't nothing good gonna come from you sitting there and not going out there and get your boys back. So
Yeah, you saw
until he
even,
hears that. So and here's what'll happen now. They'll talk about it and they'll say, "Nico, we see you. Okay, but next time stay your ass on the bench."
Yeah.
And that's it. But they need to see that you down with the team. Right? You notice it's no hold me back guys.
Nope.
Everybody looking around. Everybody looking around to see who gonna do what. To see who
The
got
most
who.
recent brawl between LSU and then Stanford, the girls, there was people who were coming out at Angel Reese because she decided to, not necessarily.
Are you talking
involve
about South
herself in it.
Carolina? And
Yeah. LSU.
Yeah. Angel knows better.
Exactly. She has more to lose.
See,
Also,
but no, here's the
But she
problem.
can't fight. The superstars can't fight. Like you can't.
Here's the
because
problem though. She already was just getting off of some trouble with her own team.
Right.
So
that
now
was
you
early
go
in the
out
season.
there and everybody said it was an attitude thing, right? You can't then go out and do more attitude things that give people the wrong impression of you.
It's tough when in that situation. It's tough because it's like you're defending your teammate in a situation like this. This one was just a fight. If you really look at it, Love and Zion, nothing was going to happen with them. Jimmy and the other gentleman got into it, but they finally got separated.
Yeah.
What made the fight worse was the Alvarado's sucker
Yeah.
punching Thomas Bryant.
You know, that's it. I wouldn't say that's his style. I don't want to depict him. But if I had to tell you someone from the Pelicans decided to snuff another
Sneaky,
member,
yeah.
of course it'd be Alvarado.
You know, I mean, he's from New York. He's from the BX. You know what I mean?
It don't matter. It don't.
Can't
It
trust
don't.
him.
Look,
I agree.
look.
Not trust him.
Dude, we don't look at you as being tougher when you sucker punch somebody.
No, you don't get nothing for that.
You don't get you don't get no street cred for sucker punching somebody. Now, if y'all squared up and you two-piece him, oh, that's a different story. Right? But
Now you get all the credit.
Right. But then I'm gonna just say this. The one thing I used to hate about playing professional sports, right, is for some reason everybody thinks you should react like you're not a man. Right? Because if somebody sucker punch me, I'm a man first. I'm a football player second. That golf ball sucker punch. It didn't sucker punch me. It just tapped me on the top of my head.
Did you know where it was going? Did you know? You didn't know.
That was not a tap.
That was a sucker punch by the golf ball.
No, I'm telling you.
You heard an echo, Leroy.
You said you heard
no
an echo.
lie. Here's what, Vlad. Where the dude was, usually the shot that's hit is like a blade. He hit it thin and it hit you on the legs, right?
Right.
So I just like tensed up because I thought I was about to get hit on the leg.
Which
right?
actually hurts also.
And it went up, which I didn't know. And they were yelling 4-4. So I just kind of did this and it went. It sounded like somebody hit a home run.
Did you have
And
a hat on?
So,
the cap?
yeah. And
Oh,
they heard
thank
it.
God.
So they ran over to me because everybody heard it, right? And I rubbed on my head. I'm like, I think I'm supposed to be messed up, but it don't hurt.
Well, little did he know that was the introduction to him not doing well with timestamps.
That's true.
Oh my God. No.
No idea.
Leroy, don't say the golf ball gave you CTE. No way.
After everything, it was that final.
It was the
ball.
golf ball? After
Hey,
all the years in
dude,
football,
no.
he's
Hey.
been great, but it was a golf
Hey.
ball.
It was the golf
Can
ball.
I just say this?
A titleist gave him a CTE.
I told him that I think, like, I don't feel numb, but I think maybe I should be in concussion protocol.
We're still watching.
He
you, dude.
might still be.
We're still watching.
Dude,
I
it
mean,
was crazy.
You did miss a number on the limo ride yesterday.
No, I
You
did
know what
not.
I mean?
No, I did not.
It's a number?
No, I did not.
The-
That was
when
not
he
in
was
the
doing
story I heard.
when he was
No,
doing
I
the
did not. I
Claymore
didn't
thing.
miss no number. I got the receipt. They got the receipt. Everybody got the receipt of what time the dude was supposed to be there, right? And dude got mad at me for being mad that the limo wasn't there on time.
Now,
Let me talk to him.
someone else who is gonna remember the last time they got into an argument, Jimmy Butler.
Oh, he got receipts.
This is what he had to say about the upcoming matchup. He has not forgotten the last time they were together.
I mean, there is a freaking memory. I got fined a lot of money. That's my memory. I don't give a damn about tensions flaring and all of that, man. I got kids. I got diapers, baby food. You know, I'm talking about Jax. Like, that's crazy.
Like it was 20 years ago.
Man. Yeah, so that's all I'm worried about. Trying to get my bread back.
Okay.
I love Jack Safety. Yeah, like about 20 years ago. Don't try to
Is Jimmy Butler struggling? I mean,
What is going on?
I know, man.
Hey,
Those
like
diapers.
hey, again.
Let's go to Publix, bro. I'm not sure what he's
Hey,
doing.
hey, I don't care how much money you have. When somebody takes some of it,
Yeah.
it becomes personal, right? And keep in mind, Jimmy getting 6 digits taken, at least,
Yeah, for sure.
because he made $40 million a year. You talking about 82 games,
Like
100
dumps, man, a
grand,
day.
200 grand. That's like 300, 250, 300 grand. So you
And
talking about
chances are he
for
played
a
Nico.
kerfuffle?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I understand. I don't care how much money you got or you make. 250 large for a tickle fight should piss him off.
You know what? Let's start a diaper raffle for Jimmy Butler. He
No,
seems to be
hey,
struggling at the moment.
Dude,
Pampers, baby.
hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
He
can I
can't
just
go to
say
Walmart?
this? Can I just say this? Thank God I'm married. because I would have no idea what to bring a kid for a baby shower. Because, listen, according to your little brother or your big brother, I should have brought him some Jordans. Right? Don't bring no diapers. Bring him some baby Jordans. Right?
Why?
Dude, can I just tell y'all this real
He
quick?
found out Leroy and him were the same size. He's been harassing Leroy for over a year.
Your brother?
Yeah.
Can I just say something? Can I say something?
No,
Y'all
I
tell me how
better
y'all feel about this. So my wife gets off the plane, right? They get to Paris. They looking around and want something to eat. They see all the little cafes and stuff with the
Cafe and
sweets
fromage.
and they see all this, right?
Cool.
They couldn't decide which one to eat at. And out of the corner of my eye, my daughter
McDonald's.
sees no.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Five Guys.
Oh,
So they went all the way to Paris, and their first meal was Five Guys.
Wow.
I'm like,
well, okay.
hey, I said, for that amount of money, bring your ass back home.
All right, hold on. In their defense, the fries might be a little bit better.
Fries are probably
If
better.
they are in
France.
France.
I don't know, but I'm just
Or
all
the
I'm
ketchup?
saying is,
French's?
if you go to Paris and you get there at 10:30, your first
night or in the
meal
morning?
cannot- in the morning.
Oh,
Your
no, you
first
gotta-
meal can't be Five Guys.
It can't be Five Guys. It's got to be
But
some
that's
type of
what it
brunch.
was.
Eggs Benedict.
Eggs
Right.
Benedict. That's
brunch.
French, right?
It should have been a brunch.
Nice.
Right.
French toast. They could have had some French
Some
toast.
they-
some
they-
Belgian waffles.
That's
They go
Germany.
there's so many little cafes they couldn't figure out which one to go to.
All right,
So,
you know what's gonna be bad?
That's a horrible
whichever
There's one
one.
There's one thing you need to know, Leroy.
what's up?
You have to ask your family, your wife and your daughter, if they ever ordered like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, any other coffee. If they're not getting coffee from the cafe in Paris, if you see them by, that's offensive. And like you really went to, you went to
All right.
Paris to
I'ma
go
see.
get Starbucks coffee.
Right.
French
I'm just
toast
saying,
sticks?
like
Oh,
you know what I'm
that's
saying,
good.
like you're there
With all
in
the French, that's what they do.
You gotta go in the hole in the wall.
Yeah, you gotta go like
Hey,
where it
but,
is.
She said, you know what?
Find
A
a
lot of
mine.
Nigerians there.
Of
A
course,
lot
they
of
see
Nigerians.
it.
Yeah.
Are they?
Fake rollies everywhere.
I'll take it. How much?
Yeah, you can negotiate.
Find out how much for a fake rollie when we come back.
Could have had a crepe.
Oh, crepe.
Crepe?
That's pretty good. That's look, okay.
Crepe.
We'll,
I
on
thought
the other
you said-
side, we'll discuss what PJ
Is that how you say it?
now. Welcome back to the final hour of the Tobin and Leroy show right here on 560 WQAM. You can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is the name of the channel, and we have some opportunities this hour for you. Sting is coming to the Fillmore in Miami Beach in October, not the wrestler. With the Sting 3.0 tour, we've got a chance for you to win tickets. You don't have to put on the red light, but make sure
Those
you
days are
abide.
over.
Those days are over indeed. Abide by all red lights, though.
You don't have to say your body to the night.
That was beautiful, actually. To enter, just text the word breath. BRE.
Stinky
Wait. Breath.
Breath.
Hey,
Breath.
so
Like a
so real
stinger?
quick, Marcos.
Wait, I got to tell them what number they text the word.
Oh
to.
yeah. Text
What is
text
it?
Breath. 20357. That's breath. It's 20357.
Spell it.
Not breath. Not
Yeah.
breath.
I
not
didn't
breath.
spell it for
Breath.
people.
Yeah, not
Breath.
F. There's no F in that. BREATH.
Hey, you a step above Tobin because Tobin has
Yeah.
messed up the spelling word while reading it right in front of him.
Wait, you mess up the word while reading the word?
G-O-I.
Yeah, enjoy. He definitely messed that one up.
Hey, so who sampled Every Breath You Take?
Did he?
Puff, yeah.
Yeah.
Puff, you got to pay him every time that song comes on.
But they did it. Remember, they did it together at the Biggie
Right.
tribute.
Yeah.
Right, but it seems he still has to pay him in like, at the time it was like 10
Yeah.
or 20.
Seems like Diddy has to pay a lot of people nowadays.
He's got the money.
But he was like
That's
one of
his
the
rates live.
OGs. He
His
was
live
one of the
nature
OGs, right?
Live Nation show.
Sampling
Like
who?
OGs.
Wait, Puff? Oh, yeah.
Did
he's
he?
a sampling
Yeah,
OG.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was. Now he's taking a sample of a bit too much, if you know what I'm talking about. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and get to our Inter Miami update.
Go!
What happened? Hey, I like the way he lowered the volume so you didn't know his voice was crackling.
You know,
You thought it. You know what, Leroy? Stop
peeking
giving
behind
people.
the
Yeah,
curtain,
stop
dude.
giving people our little magic and secret.
Time for Inter
Yeah.
Miami update, sponsored by Kettle One. Kettle One vodka made to cocktail. Inter Miami. It seems like we have a New York-filled weekend. Florida Panthers will be taking on the New York Rangers,
True.
and Inter Miami will be against the New York Red Bulls this Saturday at 2 p.m. Messi will also be out for that. He's still recovering from his injury sustained during the CONCACAF tournament. Now, did see an interesting article that came out. You guys were familiar if you're one of the fans of the beautiful game, Gerard Piqué.
Piqué, the one that was married to Shakira.
Indeed, the one that was
That left Shakira.
that fumbled the bag.
He ain't fumbled the bag.
I mean, he kind of did.
Did you see the
How
new
do
one?
you I didn't see the new one, but how do
No.
you let the new one use
Because the new
her
one's a bet-
jelly? You can't use her jelly,
You
dude.
use all the jelly.
Oh, okay. I don't think you're ready for this, jelly.
Okay, -1.
Piqué insists that Lionel Messi didn't care about the rivalry, but Cristiano Ronaldo made a key change to try and be the best. Therefore, Piqué insists that Messi didn't care about the rivalry, but Ronaldo was instead obsessed between them.
How can Piqué know?
Oh, they were teammates for quite some time.
No, they weren't. Piqué was in
Piqué?
Barcelona.
Huh? You said was in Barcelona?
Yeah.
Yeah, so was Messi.
Right, but Ronaldo, how would he know Ronaldo
Oh,
cared
how would
about?
he know Ronaldo's feelings?
Yeah.
Yes. No, I mean, completely understandable as to how he would. But how do we
Hey,
know anything?
you know what
That
I
was-
love?
Yeah.
Here's the great
Actually,
thing about-
Piqué was in Manchester United with Ronaldo as well.
Right, but then by the time that happened, that whole Messi Ronaldo rivalry hadn't even started yet.
Well,
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
The thing I love about when former athletes say stuff,
Yep.
they jump right in the line with sources and drop information that we take as word. And they basically doing the same thing as the reporters, my sources or sources. Who's your sources? Yeah, I don't
It's
have
all
to
really
reveal-
their opinion.
Right. Exactly. So he feels that way just from being around both of them. Right?
Yeah. His
But I don't
comparison-
know. I don't know because here, think about this, Vlad. You ain't gonna tell nobody that you are obsessed with a rivalry if the other guy don't care.
That's what I'm
'Cause that
saying.
mean he's in your he living
in
rent
your
free.
head.
He's
Yeah,
living
like
rent free. So you ain't gonna admit no information like that if you know the other guy don't care. You're gonna say no big deal.
And I haven't heard any snide comments by either one of them. To the point, I think they both have a like reverence and respect for each other. And I think the media, the soccer media in the soccer world would love for them to have a rivalry.
There's an underlying hate there, dude. I don't care how nice they are.
I just
and how
my thing
there's
is
always
this,
that underlying.
he's not his teammate. Now, if this was like a Gareth Bale, if this was like a Benzema who played with them in Real Madrid, if this was like any of those guys, they said it, then I'm like, oh, well, wait a minute. That's his teammate. They've been in the same locker room. So he might know something, but I'm not going to take it from the guy who is his rival and was playing alongside Messi.
Look, for his time, this is essentially what Piqué said. In regards to Messi, whether Messi would pay close attention to Ronaldo's weekly heroics in hope of grabbing the headlines at Ronaldo's expense, Piqué told TalkSport he wasn't that type of guy. He was very team focused, even though he was getting front page headlines in newspapers. He was very close with all of us and just focused on winning titles. Now, in regards to Ronaldo, this is what he had to say. Ronaldo was primarily a winger. He started as a winger at Manchester United, very skillful, then moved to Madrid and started to become a goal scorer. At Manchester United, when I played with him, he loved to do tricks and was very skillful. But I assumed, which is again his opinion, that he realized at Real Madrid, if you want to be the best, you have to score a lot of goals, and decided to make a decision to do so. So again, Vlad brings up a good point. By the time he drew these conclusions, he was on the opposing side of Ronaldo. You can't really tell what the hell.
Yeah, but
man.
he did admit to drawing those conclusions on his own.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, it sounds like Ronaldo was more interested in his own what he needed to do to be that dude, and not what Messi was doing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think either one of them cared.
Oh, there's
He became that dude. He became that.
You're Piqué Jr.
But Vlad, correct me if I'm wrong. He became that dude. Messi was already that dude. He was already that scorer. That
Ronaldo was actually, he was more of a developed, like he was a playmaker in Man U.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He developed into the scoring because at the time when you go into that league, that's the thing about the beautiful game. Premier League, they play a certain way. La Liga, they play a different way, right? So therefore, you're gonna adjust to the way of how the league is. He became a scorer. That's what they needed from him. They needed him to do. And he won a lot of championships and got a lot of records because of what he needed to do. He couldn't be the creator like he was when he was in Man U. He had to become a goal scorer. He became that.
That was legit soccer we just talked about right there on the Tobin Leroy show. I'm impressed.
Even though you started under false pretenses.
No,
he did. He did. Because he tried to start something. I'm like,
no.
There's he tried to start something.
There's beef. You gotta read between the lines.
You see little. You see Paquito. You see Paquito. He's trying to be like Piqué. Piqueto. Yeah. That's you.
Yeah.
You're like you becoming a little Piqué.
That was your
fumbling.
That was your Inter Miami updates. Now let's go ahead and get to some headlines real quick. These headlines are brought to you by new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Question. Did you guys hear about this? Well, I'm sure you did, actually. That's probably going to be a dumb question, but let's talk about something we haven't addressed all show. Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, my goodness.
His interpreter, apparently.
Did they come back and win? Because
they lost. They lost.
Okay. It was a football score.
Yeah, come on.
It was like 9-2, and then next time I checked,
12-8.
It was
like
12-8. And then it went up to 11, then it went up to 15 because was it Machado hit a ball
15-11.
Wait, that hit a ball that damn near hit the roof.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit a part of the building. He hit that ball so hard. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Chargers beat the Rams 15-11. Well,
That's
look,
a football score.
that was a football score. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Two
Yep.
touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
No matter how good the Dodgers are playing or how bad the Dodgers are playing, one thing they can't dodge is these damn headlines about this thieving interpreter, dude. Shohei Ohtani's interpreter is facing allegations of a massive theft. The Dodgers have fired him. And in what are reports, this is on ESPN.com, apparently Shohei Ohtani's interpreter was fired Wednesday afternoon after questions surrounding at least $4.5 million in wire transfers sent from Ohtani's bank to a bookmaking operation. Now, obviously, he has a lot of things that he's doing with his contract to push a majority of his money towards the end. But whatever money was coming in for Shohei, apparently this interpreter was taking and going to an illegal bookie and betting on certain things.
Oh my
Which, I mean, look, Shohei seems to be a really nice guy. You're always very sad when these situations come where an athlete is being taken advantage of. But I mean, $4.5 million? You didn't realize this guy was taking money out of your account, Shohei?
No, because here's what happens. You get direct deposit
Yeah.
and you're playing baseball. So why wouldn't you, like, I'm more than sure that periodically he would check, but somebody probably got to him and said, hey, man, what are you doing? Right? And it became more of a situation of, oh, we gotta see what's going on because this ain't Shohei and this money coming out of his pocket and he ain't the gambler. You see? So that's probably how it happened. It probably started because of where the money was going. If dude was sending the money to somewhere, anywhere else other than a gambling or a bookie, he might have got away with it. But the fact that it was going from Shohei Ohtani's account to a gambling site, that raised a whole bunch of eyebrows. And now we got to get to the bottom of it. Hence, now you got caught.
This week, some developments came about as federal investigators are examining the operation run from Southern California bookmaker Matthew Boyer. The wire transfer payments were sent from Ohtani's account to an associate of Boyer's, according to multiple sources and bank data reviewed by ESPN. Multiple sources, including Mizuara, which is the interpreter in question at the moment, told ESPN that Ohtani does not gamble and that the funds covered Mizuara's losses. They reviewed the bank information and showed Ohtani's name on two $500,000 payments sent in September and October. Leroy, we had this argument about Odell Beckham. You constantly tell me not to count someone's pockets. Jimmy Butler complaining about diapers. You mean to tell me two separate payments of $500,000? Ohtani did not see that?
I'm telling you. Okay, let's think of it this way.
He's gambling.
No. You think
Okay, I don't want to accuse anyone of anything.
Look, here's the deal. I've gone, even now, I've gone 4 months without looking at one of my accounts. Like, I don't, and then after them 4 months, if I look at it and I see something that maybe I need to ask some questions, I know where to go. Right?
Well, according to the interpreter, this was something that he's attempting to make clear, that he wants everyone to know Shohei had zero involvement in betting. I want people to know I did not know that this was illegal. I learned my lessons and I will never do sports betting ever again. According to reports, this is all due to his gambling debt that Shohei was paying off, which amazingly ballooned to $4.5 million. And Shohei was kind enough to say, don't do this ever again. I'll pay it off for you. And now everything has come back to him, in which his character is in question, his decision making is in question, and now there's more drama surrounding the team.
So here's the deal:
his interpreter.
There's one or two things.
Following those chili peppers.
One or two things.
Yeah.
Either he was trying to do the guy a solid and he took advantage because he is the only person that he could talk to. Let's be clear. He's an interpreter. So it ain't like you could fire an interpreter and just go get another one in the locker room.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So he's already in a bad spot.
They were close too.
So maybe he did decide. Yeah, they were close.
Brothers.
They've been together for a very long time.
Yeah. He also said he never bet on baseball.
Or we got some Bear Bonds-ish.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
say nothing, I'll hook you up for life.
Huh. Oh yeah.
Now, I'm not like, I don't believe like here. The one thing I know about where sports gambling is right now, right? For an athlete, it's not even worth getting caught up in it because there's nobody that can pay you more money than you making. It's not like the old days, right?
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, it would be pretty damn stupid if Shohei was gambling to send money from his own account. Somebody could have pointed him in the right direction. So I'm more inclined to believe the story. But if you want to have any questions, those questions would kind of be on the Bobby Bonds situation is, hey, don't say nothing. Be the fall guy. Be the fall guy.
That's
You'll
a
be
true
your-
friend, by the way.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
Fall
You
guy.
want to know,
Always
I
need a
want to
fall
feel
guy,
like
though.
that.
Hey, Chris Carter, as much as everybody was like upset, no, he was telling you the truth. You need a fall guy in your crew.
John Moran needed a fall guy in his crew.
He needed many.
No, he didn't need a fall guy. He holding the damn gun. You can't do
Okay.
like
Roman,
if
right,
look,
right. He's
if
right.
you
No.
cheesing,
Leroy's right. You don't.
if
You don't need a
cheesing
fall
with the
guy
gun,
when the things
there
go
is
done
no
on video.
fall guy.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'm gonna tell you
No.
like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Vlad, if we in the car and I done already been in trouble, or you done already been in trouble, and you try to pull something like that, and you say, take a picture of him, I'm gonna say, no, dude, you already in trouble.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I blame the dummy that took the video.
That's a fact. Why does everybody want to go on camera with everything? I don't know.
Like
But
hey, at some point you got to
we
tell
all
your
need a fall
boy,
guy.
hey man, you already under some heat. Why don't you stop?
Well, this was him attempting to be a good friend to his interpreter. The interpreter says that he never bet on baseball. His bets were placed on international soccer, the NBA, the NFL, and college football. He knew to never bet on
College
baseball.
football.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's funny that the Japanese interpreter is betting on college football?
Blah. What's more likely?
He's betting college football.
Okay.
Come
College
on, bro. He
football.
don't even know He don't even know any of the universities. Come on,
Hey,
man.
you should, you know what? At that point, I would have said, Mr. Interpreter, name one university. Anyone. Name one.
No, give me
What's
the
their
nickname.
mascot?
I don't even want the name
Yeah,
of the
the
university.
mascot.
Give
What's
me
the
the
mascot?
nickname.
Give me the
Give me the
nickname.
nickname of the university. What's Miami?
You in LA?
Haynes.
What's the UCLA's?
Yeah, what's
USC.
UCLA?
Who'd you bet on?
How?
What's their mascot?
What's the game? What game? What was the line?
He says
This guy.
he's terrible at gambling,
You
never
think?
won any money. He
You
dug
think?
himself a hole and it kept getting bigger. He had to bet bigger to get out of it, and he just kept losing. It's like a snowball effect. Hey, man,
This sounds like Marcos.
I identify with this guy. I completely get it. You guys are being too hard on this interpreter.
A $20 chili pepper is a lot. Listen, you can eat a $20 chili pepper. You can't eat a $4.5 million one.
Well, those were your headlines. We got a little bit more left right here on the Tobin and Leroy show on 560 WQAM.
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy Show live for spring break right here on 560 WQAM. It is your boy Marcos holding things down for Tobin as he is on a brief vacation, although you wouldn't be able to know that from his YouTube channel.
Or are you speaking?
Yeah, true, because the Tobin is strong in El Tobino.
Hey, check this out,
but
Marcos.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Like, I left it in the chat. We supposed to come back with Akon and Young Jesus.
And why would we do that, Leroy?
Oh no, I'm gonna wait for it. Go ahead.
Oh, for the I mean, I don't have it. I'll pretend to type. You know,
No, he got it.
No, I don't have that song.
Oh, but what?
Give me one.
Give me anyone.
Give me one.
Oh,
yeah.
Snap.
Golf's bonus league is coming back to Miami from Friday, April 5th to Sunday, April 7th. And now's your chance to be there. Catch Live Golf at Doral Blue Monster and see John Brown, Brooks Koepka, and Dustin Johnson take on the world's most fearsome golf course with live DJs and a euphoric headline concert featuring Akon. Tickets are selling fast, so grab yours now at livegolf.com. That's livegolf.com. Locked up.
They won't let him out.
I'm the opposite
you're free.
of locked up. And guess what I am?
Locked up. You're locked up with these.
Can I just say this?
Nah, he's free.
Hey,
It's
Vlad.
really
Vlad.
free from Tobin and Marcos.
Hey,
He's free from the wife.
check this out. I'm
rather
the
be free from
opposite
her.
of locked up, and I'm bored as hell. It's quiet. It's too quiet.
Boy,
Right.
you're supposed to be
I
out there,
ran
bro.
Bro,
outside.
you're supposed to be out. You're supposed to hit the boys. Call your boys.
I ran outside to talk to the lawn guys, and they don't even speak English. Right? That's how bored I. He was like, I'm like, he's like looking at me like I'm crazy. You ain't never.
You know why
spoke to us
Leroy's
before.
messed up? Because Leroy went out. He had a great month. Last month, he had a great time with his son. They went to
Yeah.
Vegas. They had a good time, right?
Yeah.
So now it's time for mom and daughter to do their thing in France. So now you're
Hey,
like,
he had his choice. He could have gone.
yeah, but he's not going to France. You got to understand. You got to know your limits. You got to know your limits. You know.
You know what, Leroy? I have a bone to pick with you. Your reasoning for going to France is like, I can't go to France. I'm black. I'm like, what does that even? How does that even mean you can't travel? Leroy?
No.
It's a little different.
I tried to explain it, right? I'm like, listen, it took me 55 years to get where I am in this country. I ain't gonna try my luck in another country. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all can put whatever twist y'all want on it. This comes from real like from growing up in it, right? But then when she got there, she said, wow, a lot of Nigerians here.
A lot of Nigerians, dude. You missed out.
That's all right, dude. Listen, one of the reasons why I moved to Florida, because I was so tired of flying, right? So tired of flying that I could not wait till I didn't have to fly anymore. So when I moved down to Florida and got done with football, I said, you know what? I put that little sign outside my house, say, you are here, right?
Not disturb.
Yes. So I'm happy. Listen, there ain't everything that everybody wants to do, they travel to go do. I do here where I live. Right? Now, I get it. When you get married and you have a family, y'all got to take some trips. Right? I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about like just doing everyday stuff. I live in a place that people die to come to visit. Why would I just go somewhere else?
It is a beautiful place, you know. So I'll give you credit for that. You can definitely do some stuff that you can't do.
There ain't nothing I can't see anywhere in the world that they done brought from another country to here. Right?
Just go to Epcot.
You want to go? No. You want to see? You want to go to
see
Brazil?
France.
You want to go to Brazil and see Carnival?
South Beach.
Right.
Yeah. Now, one thing that we are going to try to convince Leroy to do is what we're going to talk about when we come back from break. We got Ultra Music Festival trivia. That's how we're going to end today. We got our boy Leroy out there.
But you think he knows?
Yes,
you think he knows who Tiesto or Paul Oakendorf is?
We'll find out. But before we do, we have another thing coming to South Florida, and that is baseball, baby. Marlins fans, we're giving you a chance to see the Marlins open their season against the Pirates at Lone Depot Park on March 28th. You can see JFig there. You can see Leroy there. You can see Marcos and Vlad there enjoying the secret bar. Keep listening to us for the next 30 seconds to find out which caller is going to be the winner of this family 4-pack. JFig, what caller?
Caller number 25. No, I'm kidding. I saw the jersey number.
Caller number 7.
5.
Oh, damn. 5. Caller number 5 for Nikola Jović. Go ahead and give us a call at 305-567-0560 for your chance to win this family 4-pack of tickets to Marlins opening day. We got Ultra Music Festival trivia when we come back.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy.
arms around me. Let them drown me. All I know is 10:35, and I'm thinking, God, you found me. That you found me. Every day.
Yes, indeed. If you are anywhere towards downtown
Tate
Miami,
McRae? Tate
Yeah, I
McRae?
think so, right?
this is Tate Martell.
Hey, look at that.
Tate McRae with
Hey.
Tiesto.
That's
Hey,
impressive.
hey.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
we already
go
know who's gonna win this.
I go
No.
anyway. I go anyway down the board there. All kinds of music.
Yeah, Leroy knows a bunch of different songs, and when he's not saying that he heard it on Sirius, it's usually a commercial that no one else has ever seen. But he somehow remembers. the song.
I've gotten a lot of music from commercials, dude.
This guy is Rain Man when
And
it
guess
comes to
who?
these damn
Wait,
commercials.
who's the first person I send it to? JFig.
Yep.
Me.
Yes.
Well, good.
Y'all-
Maybe
know
you guys.
why? Y'all don't appreciate it. Y'all don't appreciate the
I don't
love for
appreciate
music.
music.
Yeah, we're just noobs. So hopefully we could learn a little bit more this weekend when we go to Miami Ultra Music Festival. Time now as we get towards the end of the show for trivia, courtesy of your boy, me. El Tobino here. You guys ready for some Ultra trivia?
Let's go.
All right, guys, it's going to be multiple choice as usual. And we're going to start off with question number 1. Ultra 2023 had an attendance of roughly 165,000 people. The inaugural Ultra 1999 featured only 8 DJs on 2 stages and had roughly how many attendees?
The first
I'm going to start with
time
you.
in 99.
First time in 99,
I
8
was
DJs, 2 stages. You were
You
there?
were there? No, you're kidding.
Glad. You have an interesting
Can I go first?
What?
Do we have
He's
a
like
multiple choice?
DJ.
I'm gonna go. So it's closest to. I'm gonna go 250.
I'm
What
sorry,
are the
250 people or 250,000?
Nah, I'm not even going to. Nah.
Well, look, again, Ultra
Because
2023.
keep in mind, we
Like,
talking about
people back
90s.
then would attend more.
Yes. Okay.
We
So,
talking about 90s.
all right. So he says 250,000 because
That's when.
he
That's
didn't.
when this was. You know, it ain't like it is now.
Okay. Look.
Okay, can I have
that's
the
it.
options, please?
No, you can't because apparently Leroy just wants to throw these out. So look, I'll say 250,000, 10,000, or 40,000.
10,000.
JFig says 10,000. Vlad, I don't know if I should ask you this question because you were there.
Nah.
Like 40,000.
Did you count?
It was 40,000 because this was a week. It's called Winter Music Conference. This was a whole week.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Wow, he
whoa, whoa,
knows some
whoa. But
stuff,
he's
huh?
saying ultra. Though.
I
I'm talking about
know,
Ultra.
but Ultra is the weekend. You talking about the whole week leading
But
up to that?
No,
He's
no.
not
I'm
talking
talking about
that.
I know that, but what I'm
So-
saying, there's going to be a lot of people there. That's
The,
what I'm trying to say.
the inaugural one was a 1-day event. I want you to know that.
But trust me, it was a whole week. But I get you a 1-day event.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. The
but
actual thing itself.
What is the
then.
actual question?
Question is, how many attendees roughly were there at the first Ultra Festival in 1999?
Ultra Festival, not Winterfest or whatever it's called.
It's
I
called.
forget.
It's that's what it's called. Trust me.
So therefore, it's not winter though.
It ain't
Therefore,
winter. It's Miami. It's always summer. Was it always here?
yeah, it was.
Okay.
Bayfront.
It
I'm going 40.
going 40,000. JFig says 10,000. Leroy says 250,000. The correct answer is 10,000 attendees, baby.
That's
Indeed,
it?
JFig steals round 1. First Ultra Music Festival was hosted in Miami Beach. Founders Russell, who cares what his last name is, and Alex, who cares what his last name is, created the 1-day event and aimed to highlight both DJs and performers. Growing rapidly, Ultra Music Festival is now 3 days and includes hundreds of top-tier artists. But back then, only 8 on 2 stages. 10,000 attendees
Wow.
during the 1-day event, which isn't
That
bad.
was-
You know,
that was
I
in
see
the
more people
heyday.
than that.
That was in the heyday, though, right? The
Nah,
late
it just started in
99?
I mean, the heyday
99.
of the
It ain't
music.
the heyday. I think after the first one, that's when it started really like.
The first time I
Early
ever heard of
2000s?
Ultra Music Festival, I was a junior in high school. I never knew about it.
now look at her. She's there every day.
No.
Hugging trees.
In 2019, this is
JFig.
question number 2. In
How many trees have you
2019,
hugged?
how many
None.
trees did JFig hug?
I've been
In
known to hug a tree.
2019, a well-known mascot wearing an oversized helmet took the stage to DJ.
The mouse.
Napster.
Was this well-known mascot Mickey Mouse,
No.
Napster.
Ronald McDonald, or Colonel Sanders?
Oh.
In 2019, a DJ wearing an oversized helmet of a
Oh,
well-known
you're talking about
mascot.
2019. Okay.
Say
I'm sorry.
that one more time.
You know, it'd be great if you guys listen to the question. That would be dope. That would be super dope.
We've been listening to you all show.
In 2019, a DJ wearing an oversized helmet with a well-known mascot took the stage and jammed out with the crowd. Was it Mickey Mouse, Ronald McDonald, or Colonel Sanders?
I'm gonna say Mickey Mouse because that sounds
I'm
a
going
lot
Colonel.
closer.
It sounds like that's how I'm going Colonel because it sounds like Mickey Mouse would have got sued.
And yeah,
no love for Ronald.
Ronald was definitely getting sued because
yeah.
making the McDonald's ain't playing around with that.
That's fair, but you don't think KFC would
Colonel
still sue?
Sanders, what?
Colonel Sanders trying to get that special sauces.
Yeah, they don't care.
Wow. The
Yeah.
correct answer.
But I would say, wasn't there a mouse, a DJ?
There was,
Yeah.
Dead Mouse.
Yeah,
2019, pretty popular.
So it had to be like an off-looking Mickey Mouse.
So they wouldn't get sued.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a mouse. I'm gonna
No,
say
no,
a mouse.
that was my answer.
I changed to a mouse.
Okay,
I
so
changed to a mouse. I
Leroy
changed to a
says
mouse.
Mickey Mouse. Vlad says Colonel Sanders. JFig, what are you selecting?
I already told you I was the first one to say Mickey
Mickey
Mouse.
Mouse. All right. Well, the correct answer is Colonel Sanders.
I was
Sanders. No, you weren't right. You switched your answer.
I stayed 10-toed on
He
that.
stayed 10-toed on Colonel Sanders. My boy was not moving.
I'm not moving.
I like it.
I mean,
I like
because you know what? It's also the point in time where everybody was offended by
ultra.
That's also Vlad.
I wasn't at 19, but I was
Remember.
definitely at 99.
Hey, that's around the time where everybody started getting offended by everything. So Colonel Sanders sitting up on the stage, somebody was probably offended. See what I'm saying? That's why I switched.
The smiley ecstasy.
Why
was
do
good.
I feel like I was there?
Where 99? No,
2019.
2019.
you might have
The
been.
year before
Oh,
COVID.
because in
Wait, what?
2019,
No. I think
Wait.
the last one I went to was 2018.
2018. Look at her.
2019 was when you was with the Rat Pack from the station. That's all y'all used to hang out.
The Rat Pack.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, you
99,
know what I'm
double
talking about.
stacks.
Damn.
The,
I
double
remember-
stack
wait.
was good back then.
If I'm not
Hey,
mistaken,
It wasn't
the checkers double stack, correct?
2019.
The checkers
Hey.
if I'm
double
not
stack.
mistaken, I remember Alana and somebody else coming in late at night and just sleeping in the green
No,
room.
but I don't think it goes for that.
Wow.
But question:
The M&Ms was good.
2019 wasn't
Yeah.
that the year that they did it? They moved it to Virginia Key.
Oh, to that weird
Because if-
island.
Because if that's the case, I didn't go to that one because I.
There was one
didn't
year.
wanna
There
deal
was
with
I
one
think
year
it was
that it was.
2019. Yeah.
It was one year that they
I
did
wanna
move
say
away
it was
from Bayfront.
2019.
Or maybe it was 2020 when they were trying to get
COVID?
it.
No. I think
It wasn't COVID year?
2019.
No.
They didn't have one year COVID year,
21?
right?
Maybe it was 21. Who knows? Either way, it was Colonel
21.
Sanders up there getting
Hey,
funky with the
I'm not
fried chicken.
changing my mind. It's 2 times I could have won the money. I did the same thing with Kyle Lowry.
Oh, that's twice, man. Prediction, dude.
He let me out, dude. He let me
All right,
out.
one
Final
more.
question.
Next.
Final question for all the marbles. This one counts for a bajillion points.
Okay.
I am going to name 3 DJs that may or may not be performing
This weekend?
at this weekend's Ultra Music Festival.
Winter
Hands up.
Olympics.
Hands up, you frauds.
Hands up, frauds.
Hands up. Yeah.
I need you guys to name the band or DJ that is performing. All right. I'm going to name 3 names. I don't need the ones that you don't think are. I need the ones that you think are. Ready?
Okay.
What's the question again?
Jesus
He's
Christ.
gonna
Are
name
we
3
go-
DJs,
What is going on here?
and we
I
gotta
literally
name the
don't even-
one that we think is performing.
What the hell
Okay,
is going on?
okay.
All right, ready?
The one that we think is performing.
I'm
The
playing
ones you think
defense
is
right now.
performing. My boy, hey,
My hands
Look at
up.
the
Hey,
wingspan Vlad got.
we needed that defense during the damn tournament, Vlad. I don't know where that defense was.
Wait, now you go. Stop. Let's go.
Okay. Is it DJ Laserdome performing live this weekend? Is it DJ 7 Lions performing this weekend? Or is it DJ Pastelito con Queso performing this
I don't like
weekend? What?
I'm going
Which
with
one?
Say that one more
What's
time.
the-
Say
what was
it
the
all
first
the
one?
options one more time.
I know DJ Pastiel, whatever, is definitely performing.
Of course.
DJ Pastelito con Queso.
He's
Okay.
definitely performing.
No,
DJ
I'm going. What's the
Laserdome.
first one? What's the first
I'm
one?
going with the middle one. The middle one.
DJ Laserdome performing live this
I'm going
weekend.
with DJ Laserdome.
Is DJ 7 Lions performing this weekend, or is DJ Pastelito con
I'm
Queso?
going with the Lions because of the cats.
Oh, okay. So this is the Laserdome. She says 7 Lions.
Vlad wants the pastelito.
I really want to say that because why would you say such a crazy name like that?
All right, Vlad's going for the Patelitos right here at the buzzer because Hockey Crowder's coming up next. The winner of the trivia is JFig, DJ7 Lion.
Do they play?
No one knows at the buzzer. I want you guys to always remember that OBJ should be coming to Miami. Leroy scored 0 points, and
he might have a possible CTE from the golf ball.
The golf ball has potentially injured our boy. Leroy will be out tomorrow. Dono in tomorrow. Potentially me also. Thank you for joining us today. Anything on the way out? Anything on the way out?
Leroy, have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend,
All right,
Leroy.
I'll see you tomorrow, Marcos.
See me tomorrow, Marcos.
Bring in a pastelito.
Take care.